Yo, 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 yo. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, all you wonderful people. Hello, all you beautiful, wonderful people. Hey, Tara. Hey, Corey.
Oh, hi.
Where the fuck is Polly? Polly is right here. All right. Polly also works on CPT, okay? We know this. We know this about Polly. I don't know why we're confused. All right. Now, why Ari's late, I got no idea. Okay? That one's on her. All right.
I can't
have
hear
an
anything yet
excuse.
because I don't
All
have
right,
my
and I'm
headphones
using
in.
it.
So, hi, everyone.
Welcome to Polly After Dark with Ari. Ari and Polly After Dark? Polari After Dark?
Hi, I don't have my headphones in.
Then why are you yelling and talking to people?
I don't know what you're saying.
Exactly the point.
So, you can be saying horrible things about me and I wouldn't
Let's
know.
all say horrible things about Ari while she can't hear us. Let's all do it. Y'all start.
Yeah. I technically gave permission to say horrible things about
Y'all
me.
start saying horrible things about Ari. I'll catch up later, okay? I'll catch up later.
There's
Polaritics.
That's going to get...
I like Polaritics. That sounds like a trap. Why do you think I'm telling you guys to do it and not me? I'll get in trouble. Okay? Why do you think I'm telling you guys to do it? I'm not going to do it. I'll get in trouble. You know, it's actually weird. I actually had a different thing in the center. I don't know what happened with that. But anywho.
Hi, I can hear you now.
You should have heard all of the horrible things they were saying about you.
I mean, I would just read them. I wouldn't.
Oh no, you had to be in here hearing about it. All right.
I would just read them. I wouldn't hear them though.
No, you would have heard them. See, that's what I mean. No, I mean, there was none of that, right?
I mean, I gave permission technically in a way.
It was horrible stuff. You know, Tara was leading the way actually.
I highly doubt that.
She was leading the way. Me. She was leading the charge.
Tara loves me. That's how I know you're lying.
Now, if I had said Corey was leading the charge, she probably would have believed me.
No, Corey loves me too. I think he loves me more than you. He's just more loyal to you.
Loyal? This isn't a fucking loyalty test. We're not knights and fucking
totally
kissing the ring of.
On?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
No, Corey loves me more. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, he does. Sorry. Let's battle it out.
Why would I do something
like
that?
That's what I was saying,
Corey.
Horrible. Corey, I don't know why you're over here catching strays. Okay.
Who is catching strays?
I don't know why you're over here catching strays. All right.
Who is catching strays?
Me, Corey is now, thanks to you.
How is Corey catching strays?
Yeah, you're like, you're more loyal. Like, you're fucking...
That's not a bad thing.
There's a blood oath.
He just knew you first. I didn't say blood oath. Those are words I did not say.
Are we doing blood oath? I mean, we could do blood oaths.
No.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'm not even fighting over you, Corey. Yes, I can see the chat.
We can do blood oaths. I don't have a problem.
I'm just, what was I going to say? What are the words? I'm just saying Corey wouldn't say bad things about me. He's got no reason to. I'm always nice to him.
That's true. You are nice. You are always. I'm not. I'm not.
I'm always nice to him. I had to modify that because, well,
Because you knew it
there.
was a bold-faced lie. That's why.
No, to him, it's not a lie.
Wow.
That's true, and he knows it. So do you. So I was just curious about his comment that said,
Do you think I should switch the prompt?
yeah, do the other one.
All right. Well, I have to reset everything because that's just a full banner. I can't correct that one on the spot.
Oh, okay. I was curious about his comment that said, yeah, but Ari is extra white, so it should balance out. And I didn't know what that meant.
She is quite extra white. That is very true.
That's why I said, yeah, I wanted to understand what that meant.
It's okay. She tried to convince me she couldn't tan. That was the funny part. She tried to convince me she couldn't tan.
I'm pretty sure everyone can't even tell that I tanned.
Yeah, we can.
No, I'm pretty sure most people
100%
can.
tanned. Okay. We can all see it. All right. You're just trying to pretend like you don't. Kat said,
don't.
"Oh, we can tell."
No one said we can tell.
Literally, fucking Kat said we can tell. Sean JJ says we can tell. Tara said yes, we can, and you look beautiful. What do you like? Everyone can tell.
In which chat? There's so many chats.
That's in TikTok.
Polly said he was running on CPT. I don't even know what CPT means, but you being so white should balance it out. What does CPT mean?
Just thought I'd let you know. You not knowing what it means definitely proves the point, by the way. So just thought I'd let you know that.
I just realized my water bottle's over there.
CPT is colored people time.
Oh, I've heard that before. I think I just keep forgetting about it. I've heard you and Maddie both say it.
Yeah. So like when I say I'm getting on at like 8:30, like we know that's like 8:35, 8:40, something like that.
How do I like which part of me look okay without anybody like giving it away? Which part of me looks tan? You shut up.
Who's you?
You.
Me?
Chris.
Dude, I don't even know. I don't even know where I'm at.
So for people that say that I look tan, you better be able to tell me which part of me looks tan. And if you can't do that, I'm gonna know that you're just making shit up.
I need to adjust this. Your face and your arms. Tara said it right there. Boom.
Say no, my face didn't tan.
Yes, it did.
No, it did not.
Yes, it absolutely did.
It did not. It never got red. It didn't tan.
It literally did.
Nope.
You just didn't burn on your face like you did on the rest of your body.
I always burn on my face.
All right. Yeah. Kat says your face absolutely tanned. Yes, it did.
No, it did not.
It did.
Y'all are all making
your arms are tan. Dude, we can all see it. All right.
Yes, it's only the arms.
It's
my
not
face
only the
did
arms.
not get tanned. Yeah,
it
no,
literally did.
Only the arms.
It literally did. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, see, somebody said my nose. Like, it's on my nose.
Your nose just turned into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
My nose just doesn't like Florida.
So, you just look like you're lighting the way to children's houses.
Listen, this is all just careful use or strategic use of the shutter speed on the webcam. Because, I have to modify it so I look less white.
That was actually one of the hardest things that we had with like us being on the same camera at the same time is our settings have to be completely different based on our skin tone. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
the same settings that make my skin tone look good are the same ones that will make her look the whitest human being ever. Yeah, it's actually pretty hilarious.
Also, guys, my cheeks and my nose just don't like Florida. So you guys are so wrong.
Yeah, so she got super tan, and like you would think like we live in Florida, like it's like super beachy time. Like we went out there, she was just hanging out while I played tennis. and got like 7th degree burns or something. That was all. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, I was really bad, and it's still healing. Like
No, she
2 weeks
didn't.
later.
Yeah, she didn't go tanning.
No, it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, she just hung out at the tennis courts while we were playing tennis. I was out there. My kiddo was out there. No one else burned, just her.
Yep, that's it. Just me. Like, by the way.
Oh no, she burned peel, and you can actually see the line. There's
Yeah,
a
it's
line like right here that
it's
just is like
significant.
it's crazy.
And I even got like a little bit of extra sun while we were, at the Renfen and everything. And
Thank you,
it only
Kat.
turned like
Sorry.
this area a little bit more white, and that was it. Or a little
Yeah.
bit more tan, like red.
I like Kat. Kat said, "I'm crying at Ari trying to gaslight us into pretending she hasn't darkened."
I
That's
haven't, not on my
literally
face.
like we
Not on
can
my face.
literally all
You're
see you. Like as we
Nope.
all
It's
see you, we can all see you, and
No,
you're
they're pointing out
still
the
like,
parts of my face that are just like
no,
don't
we
like
can.
Florida,
I
and
see you every day.
you're lying. My face didn't tan.
I'm
My
lying.
face
Kat's
is
lying. Tara's lying. Ryan's lying.
No, I think
All
y'all
of the
are
people
crazy.
here are lying. Rosa over there in YouTube, like there's like literally
No.
50 people that are here lying, but you're telling the truth.
No,
Okay,
because they're pointing out parts like the
you'd make a
parts that I have
great Trump
issues with that
supporter.
I've gone to a dermatologist about.
Yeah,
Like, you know
you'd make a
this. Like,
great Trump supporter lying straight to our faces on something that we can see with our own eyes. All right.
no. Now you sound like the Trump supporter. I see tons
We
of
can
people
see it. I
crossing the
can see
border
it.
with
It's
my own
right there.
eyes.
I'm looking at it right now. You're on my screen.
Ryan said, we used to see right through you. Now we see you. That's
Exactly. Thank you,
That's
Ryan.
fucked up.
Yeah, she used to be transparent, and now she shows up, okay, in lights.
That is not y'all suck. I don't
Guys,
like
it's
you.
not anecdotal if I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at
Thank
all the
you,
data
Trey.
to back it right now. Like all the
Thank you,
data to back
Trey.
it, it's on the screen. Okay?
Nah,
I am using her
you
own
watch.
source against her right now. All right?
I can
Which is
get
her
real white
actual face,
real
which
quick.
is actually on the screen. Okay?
I can get real white real quick. Y'all don't even know.
Ooh.
You want to see transparent? I can literally change this to make it so I am transparent again.
Sometimes she just disappears in the house. Yeah.
Yeah, see, guys, you're about to get blinded because of how white I am. Okay.
Well, that's not fair. You're just filtering it out.
No, I'm not filtering it.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just going to
filtering
the
out.
regular. No, I'm going to the standard setting on the webcam.
That's still darker than you normally are.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Northside Pigeon, Northside Long Beach. I never ran from nothing but the police. All right. Thank you so much for the bumblebee.
Northside.
That was a really, really cool gift too. I really appreciate that.
I wish I saw it. That sucks.
You said you're like a vampire. She is like a vampire.
I am a vampire.
Thank you so much, Northside Penguin. Pigeon. Northside Penguin. Oh my goodness. Northside Pigeon. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Capo, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Can we get huge W's in the chat for Capo for the 10 gifted and for Northside over there? For the bumblebee. I really appreciate all of the support. Like I said, y'all, please come on in, support the live. We really appreciate you guys. We're gonna be doing a bunch of plugging today. Like I said, I was off for the last couple days because I was out in Louisiana trying to document some people at the Senate hearing for the redistrict maps at and which was really awesome people. Hopefully we'll get some content about that before we go to out of town on Monday for a funeral, which is unfortunate, but hopefully we can do that and get everything going. So we really appreciate you. What part of Louisiana? I was in Baton Rouge. I was at the Senate hearing. Yep.
Yeah, the state capitol, the state Senate legislator building.
Yep. So if you guys would like to support the live, this is a really awesome time to do so. as we are expanding, as we're building, as we're trying to move everything forward. We really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
join yet. Did you want me to join in CIS?
you don't need to. You
Okay.
should be able to hear
Well,
just fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you mean if I have any call screeners right now, I do have people waiting, but if not, I'm just gonna start pulling people up. So, oh, excuse me. Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for supporting. Like I said, like the lives might be a little bit less frequent while I try to expand. So, any support is really appreciated. I do have the DJ glasses up. I'm trying to clear my gift gallery. I have 2 days to do it. So, I'm trying to clear my gift gallery. I think I need like 2 of these from somebody or something like that. I don't remember exactly what was in it.
Yeah, I
Also, if
think
you'd like to support, I do
one
have.
person has to send 2.
Yep. I also have super chats and, of course, all the gifts because we've already seen that from Northside Penguin and gifted memberships from Capo. We've already seen those, so I really appreciate that. Kaleidoscope, thank you so much for this thumbs up. Dan, thank you so much for the gold coin. Deborah, thank you so much for the gold coin. Dan, thank you so much for the party blower. And Hezi, thank you so much for the high 5. Also, Rosa, thank you so much for the DJ glasses. All right. Link to the number? What are you talking about? All right. Well, we're just
I
gonna
don't
pull.
know.
We're just gonna pull someone up and see what's going on. I really appreciate you. Already through the first caller? No, bring them up right now. Hello, how are you? Hello. Hello. All right. Well, already realized why I missed my screeners so bad. Already realized why I missed my screeners so bad. Hello, how are you?
You're a coward. Come on, bring me up.
You are up.
Are you scared?
You're
Can't
talking
be scared.
right now.
You're literally up.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
What would you like to debate?
Well, how
I'm
old
sorry.
are
I'm
you?
still getting over being so scared, as you just so aptly mentioned, and how I
Which is
probably
why
can't
I'm
bring you up.
taking
We are
over. So,
winning.
how old are you?
44.
Awesome. I'm deciding how scared I am right now.
I'm terrified.
You're terrified?
I'm
Okay.
shaking in my literal Birkenstocks.
You don't have
Well, we're
Birkin,
winning
for
so
fuck's sake.
much, I can't blame you.
Are we supposed to know who you are?
Thank you, Vicky. Appreciate you.
I'm an American man who's MAGA.
Oh, okay. But why? So, like, why would we be scared if we don't know who you are?
Because we're winning, and the
What
left is
what have you
losing, and
won?
we've won so much. We're winning left
Like,
and right, and
like what? Can you
communism
be
sucks.
specific?
I can be specific. I can debate any
Great,
topic you would like.
fantastic. Please, 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 please.
Okay.
Be very
Bring up a
specific and
subject.
tell me what you've won. What have
Well,
you,
we've
Bob
won
the
the
Builder,
war on the
won?
deep state. President Donald Trump has
Oh, who did?
fired all
Great,
the corrupt
fantastic, awesome.
bureaucrat
Cool,
federal
cool, 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 cool,
employees.
cool, cool, cool. Hold on.
Cool.
Pause, 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 pause. Who? Tell me, please, please be very specific. Who exactly, by name, did Donald Trump get rid of out of the deep state?
By name. Out of
By
the
name,
deep
yeah.
state.
Give me
Well,
names. I want names. Names.
we
He
can
got rid of
start
them, so you
with
should know
the
them. You knew they were the deep state, so
bureaucrat,
you should know their names.
unelected, corrupt federal employees at the EPA and
Names.
all the other federal employees
That
have
doesn't
been
sound like a
fired.
name. Still waiting for a name.
Well, I don't know any of their names, but they've
Oh,
been
so then you
fired.
don't know that they were deep state then?
Can I ask how they were corrupt?
No, that's a good point too. Well, wait, how can you ask that, Paulie? He doesn't even know their names.
Oh, how was John Doe corrupt?
Who?
John Doe.
Just giving a
John
general
Doe.
name because you don't know any of them.
Okay. Well, John Doe was corrupt by being an unelected bureaucrat who enforced regulations and rules against the American people that were never set and codified into law.
Like what?
How about that? Like what? Like the attack on the Second Amendment? The
EPA attacked the Second Amendment.
That's a new one.
No,
Yeah.
those are two separate subjects.
No, we're talking about all of the
writing it out,
corrupt
it was-
bureaucrats in the EPA. That's what I'm talking about. I'd love to know how the EPA violated the Second Amendment. I would love to hear that, actually.
You don't even want to. You don't make sense. That's not what I said. I said the corrupt bureaucrats in the
Who?
EPA have been fired.
Who? Like what? By what name? Who are they?
I don't know their names. There's
Oh,
thousands
then
of
then
Where
how would you
are
know that they were
they?
corrupt? How would you know that they're
Where are
corrupt if
they?
you don't
They're
know their
probably
name?
shedding it on
Oh,
food
wait. I know. Hold on. I know. Hold on. Who told you the EPA officials were corrupt?
I didn't need anybody to tell me they were corrupt.
So how
I
did you
could see
know?
by their actions. How
Can
do
you
I know?
define corruption?
Corruption? Can I define corruption? What am I, fucking Webster?
I mean, you seem to
Actually
know
don't know
what
your
makes
name.
somebody
Yeah.
corrupt. So what is the
Okay,
definition
Americans
of corruption?
know corruption when we see it.
Okay, so what is corruption? Define it?
Joe Biden.
That's
Joe
a
Biden
name,
would
that's
be a
not a
person.
definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an example
Oh,
and not
an
a
example would
definition.
be-
I'm asking for a definition, not an example, in your opinion.
Well, like I said, I'm not Webster's dictionary. If you don't
Neither
know the
am I,
definition
but
of
yet I still know what
corruption-
I know in general what corruption is. So can you
Oh, okay. Well, educate me. What's the definition of
So
corruption?
I just want to be clear. You don't know what corruption is.
Okay, well, be clear. What is the
No,
definition?
I'm
of
asking you.
corruption?
This is a clarifying question. Do you know what corruption
And I
is? Yes or no?
conceded that I don't know the definition of corruption.
Then how are
Perfect.
you
So
calling
you
people
don't know.
corrupt if you don't know the definition? Sorry, please continue. I just had to ask that question. How
No,
the
it's a
hell are you
valid
calling
question.
people corrupt if you don't know what the definition is?
Like I said, Americans know corruption when they see it.
All right,
and
all right,
that's
go
why
ahead.
the
I'm sorry.
Democrat approval rating is less than 20%.
Corruption is the abuse of entrusted power for private or personal gain. So that would be like Ron DeSantis, Florida, who's been found to have defrauded Medicaid. Rick Scott of Florida, former
Future
governor, current
President
U.S.
Ron
senator,
DeSantis of Florida.
that's actively serving. So I guess the deep state corruption is still in effect in the Senate because he's there. Y'all like to say Nancy Pelosi, so I'll go ahead and throw Nancy Pelosi in there for a private game.
You did
Like, I'm
not
just giving
bring
you
up Nancy
examples.
Pelosi. In defense of corruption, you brought up Nancy Pelosi.
I was just giving you examples. By the way, all of these people are still in power, so I guess the deep state still lives, but none of them are in the EPA. So, since you now know what corruption is, I'm sure you can give me a specific example of someone that was corrupt and it has been removed from office by name now.
Well, like I
since you
said,
now know what it means.
I can. Oh, yes, yes, I can. Would you like to hear?
Yes.
How about Joe Biden?
Joe Biden wasn't removed from office.
He was removed from office by President Donald Trump.
No, he stepped down. he
stepped
literally
down.
quit.
He
He
stepped
quit.
down because he lost the election.
No,
That's not being removed. If you
Oh my
lose an
God.
election, that's not being removed.
Well, no, it's not even that. He wasn't running for re-election, so he literally quit. Like, he didn't get removed. He quit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay, keep coping with your semantics, but let me know when President
Technically, I'm being
Kamala Harris takes
pedantic.
power.
Technically, I'm being pedantic, and that's my semantical.
Yeah, and technically, I'm just being an asshole. So, if you want to be technical.
Well, I guess we're in agreement. I mean, I don't know you, but... So what would you like to debate? Would you like to debate the border? Would you like to
Sir,
debate the war
I
in
still
Iran?
want you to effectuate who Donald Trump removed from office. That was corrupt, especially now that you know what the word means, since you didn't know before. And then you should be able to give me a name and specifically how they're corrupt.
Well, I could give you a name. I could name the entire Democrat Party. I could name the Black Lives Matter
Oh,
representatives.
that's not true.
who've
The
been
Democratic Party
prosecuted
still
for
has people in
corruption,
office, so
like
that's
Maxine
definitely not
Waters.
true. Am I wrong, Polly? Wait, did somehow like 213 members of Congress just get somehow disappeared?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
it was
you
all
didn't
over the
hear about
news.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, technically it's a total
Well,
of
Rachel,
260 if we include the Senate seats, but I mean like they're all in office just in our federal government. So
well, not all of them, because the Voting Rights Act has been struck down, the racist Voting Rights Act. So a
they're
lot of their
still in
districts
office
are
though,
now
And
so
that
being
has
that
not been
doesn't
struck
bye-bye.
down.
yeah, it wasn't.
No, but it was gutted, and most of their
Does he really
racially
think that
gerrymandered
he's
districts have been
debating
done
right
away
now?
with.
Because this is like barely a conversation that he's
Like
managing to get through.
barely holding on to being like considered a conversation.
Yeah.
hmm Well, we're winning, and
You still
you're
haven't
not.
told me what you
We'll see you in
won.
November.
Yeah, so far
Okay.
you've said that you winning is just EPA officials that you don't know that were corrupt for no reason that you know have been removed. That's so far
Oh,
your
well,
big
I
win.
get it. Well, let me make you understand my position. We're winning because we crushed Iran. We stopped Mexico from sending fentanyl across
Crushed.
our borders. We signed hundreds of trade deals
234.
that have been that advantage America. We've reshored manufacturing to American jobs.
Hey babe, just out of curiosity, how many manufacturing jobs were lost in the last jobs report?
Ooh,
you said
in
not to
total,
be-
it's 105,000 jobs that were lost specifically in manufacturing. Well, actually, sorry, it's 78,000 specifically in manufacturing, 105,000 added into that if you include transportation and warehouse. So in total, like math's pretty much my strong suit, but so that sounds like that's 183,000 jobs lost in what people would consider the manufacturing and warehousing industry.
Oh, but that's winning, right? That's just
They're winning
winning like
so
all the
well.
manufacturing jobs. Like, yeah, that's like my favorite. That's how I love winning manufacturing jobs is losing as many manufacturing jobs as possible.
Yeah, they're doing great.
I see. Well, you think that winning is China
What?
or Ukraine? Remind me, has Ukraine beaten Russia?
I need a murder board. Hold on. Like, I need to get this set up finally.
I need a. Anyways, I'm not gonna say what I need.
Cerveza?
Yeah, we know.
Do you need a cerveza?
I do need. Yeah, that would be great. Let me get some apple juice.
You need a juice box. That's cool.
Yeah.
You are both very young, like your children. You have.
I
no
mean,
How
we
old
are
you?
younger than you,
Hold
but
on.
we seem to be able to
How
form
old
complete
are you?
sentences. 44.
How old am I? I'm 44.
Man,
Yeah.
you're a rough
And I
44, bro.
Yeah, we're at
And
least
I
able
have
to
the
form
advantage
complete
of
sentences for being almost children, according to him. So that's
your
pretty sad.
children. You are. You're so young. You have
How
no
old am I?
perspective, and you don't even know how the world works. You know nothing.
How old am I?
Nothing. How old are you?
Yeah,
Let me look at you. South of 30.
south of 30.
How old am I?
So
Yeah, how old is she?
you need a juice box. Let's ask a more productive question.
No,
How old do you
hold
think she
on,
is?
hold on.
Yeah.
How old am I? You said we're both
you
very young.
Democrats
So.
love to call Donald Trump a Nazi. What was
Oh,
Operation
he doesn't want to
Valkyrie?
answer. Okay, I mean that's
Okay.
fair.
Well, just let you know, I'll be 40 this year, so we're like the same fucking age.
No shit.
Yeah, I just look a lot better than you sound. That's
You're
about it.
fucking 40,
Like,
I'm a Chinese.
like I'm almost 40 and I'm still gorgeous, and you're 44 and sound like you're about 70. Yeah.
And you're really smart, so you should be
Thank
able
you,
to
I
answer
appreciate that.
what was Operation Valkyrie.
I don't know. Why don't you inform me?
You don't know. Okay. Well, you love to call people Nazis so much, I thought I would test your knowledge. How
Who
about
have I
this?
called a
Who
Nazi?
was Heinrich Himmler?
Who he was, I believe, Hitler's propaganda leader, right?
Oh, Oh, well, so you do know something about World War II?
Minister, that's the word I was looking for. Propaganda minister. Yeah.
Propaganda minister. And what did Heinrich Himmler do?
Sorry, are we having a propaganda? But no, he specifically was tasked with starting the SS, if I believe correctly.
Starting the SS.
Yes, well, he had the Gestapo, and then he ended up starting the SS, if I remember correctly.
Okay,
I didn't know I
back.
was taking a World War II history test.
You love to call Donald Trump a Nazi.
Oh,
What
so
does-
I actually confused it. Himmler was actually the SS guy. Goebbels was the propaganda minister, so I actually confused him.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair
are you talking
enough.
about Operation Valkyrie, that stupid Tom Cruise movie?
Yes, they made a movie about it.
Mm.
But before that, it was Let's go back. The word Nazi. Do you know what it said? Do you know what it stands for? It's an acronym. What does the word Nazi mean?
National Socialist Workers Party?
National Socialist German Workers' Party. Yeah.
Yeah, it was close enough.
Do you know how many people have died under socialism from starvation?
They weren't socialist.
And government gulags.
They weren't socialist, though.
They weren't. Oh, they weren't socialist. They weren't communists.
Can you?
Soviet
They absolutely weren't communists. They
Union
actually, their
wasn't
opposition were
communist. Mao
communists.
Zedong wasn't a
Can you
communist,
actually please
right?
can you actually please give me one, actual policy from them that was actually socialist?
It was actually socialist. Well, I can show you hundreds of minutes of video of them saying National Socialist Party.
Shining, shimmering splendor.
I mean,
Tell
it's
me,
in their
princess.
name, National Socialist Party. So
A whole new world, magic place I never knew.
I'm sorry, I don't
Well.
know that song that well. I just know that part.
And since we're way up here, it's
Don't even know
crystal
what
clear
happened.
that now
You're
I'm
pathetic.
in a whole new world with you.
And
Oh.
you were a joke.
I mean,
And we'll
sir.
see you in November.
Oh, okay.
Now
Well,
that the Voting Rights Act
ta-ta.
has been thrown down, the
Okay,
racist
ta-ta.
Voting Rights Act. and
ta-ta. No,
the
no,
thing
sir, you
that
said
is
you'll,
coming-
sir, you
the
said
thing
you will
that is
see us.
coming, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Sir.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? What
Oh.
is the name of North Korea right now? What is their official party name?
The name of North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
The name of North Korea.
Yeah, what's the name of the party that runs North Korea?
The Democratic People's Republic of North Korea.
Very good job. Do you think that they're democratic?
No, I don't.
Oh, so you mean that parties that have totalitarian governments can just name themselves whatever the fuck they want, and it doesn't mean that they actually are doing the things that they name themselves?
Right. So people lie.
Correct. Actually, if you actually look into the history of
That's what you're saying.
the
People
actual
lie.
National
So
Workers
after
Party,
200
Socialist
million
Workers
people
Party, they actually
have
just
been
tried to put as
murdered by
many
socialists,
terms. They actually tried to put as many
you can
terms as
lie
possible
and say,
into
"We're
their
not
name to try to
socialist,
be,
we're
you know, to try to be as inclusive as possible so people would support them. Then they actually got in policy and they actually did nothing that was actually socialist. Actually, they were incredibly totalitarian, authoritarian, and totalitarian.
I'm curious, what is your definition of socialist?
It's where the means of production is controlled by the people.
Right, and the means of production wasn't controlled by the people in communist Russia or communist China?
Well, you can't be controlled by the people without representation, and Nazi Germany didn't have representation, so therefore no.
We're not talking about Nazi Germany anymore. We're talking about communist Russia, the Soviet Union, and
Same
communist
thing.
China.
The Soviet Russia is controlled by pretty much oligarchs, right? And so therefore not representation of the people. So therefore, no, not socialist.
So you're going back to there's never been a socialist country. We're gonna make this socialism great this time, guys. I swear.
Well, socialism is a socioeconomic, viewpoint, right? And it does exist in minor stances, right? But not completely, especially not in modern day. But most people that actually call themselves socialists say they're socialists because that helps them to get voters, and then when they get in there, totalitarian and authoritarian.
I don't know how you think it helps them to get voters. Well, I guess Mom Donnie got voted into. Yeah, there's a lot of
He's a
college kids
democratic
that were
socialist.
brainwashed
That there's
by
a difference
socialist
between
morons.
being a democratic socialist and socialism. It's a
Okay,
step
well,
towards socialism, but democratic socialists still believe in capitalism, whereas the majority of socialism, like socialists and socialism, truly would be stepping away from capitalism.
okay. Well, I'm going to take another shot, and let me ask you,
No, I
what
wish
do
you
you
would have
think
just
your
hold true with
chances
saying that
are?
you'll see us in November, and I don't know, just not.
What do you think your chances are of achieving democratic socialist utopia in America?
I'm not that, so I wouldn't know. It's not
Yeah,
my
who said
chances.
we were even trying to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good because I can speak
I
for
will tell
most
you. I will tell
red-blooded
you though.
Americans when I
Mom Donnie
say
might be real
stick your
close to convincing
socialism
me.
up your ass.
Can you imagine like balancing the budget of New York in what, a year? Like that's insane. I don't know if you know if you read up on that, Ari.
I've
Balance
seen
the
it. I haven't
budget.
had a chance to really dig in.
Yeah,
So
so
I
he
semi know what you're talking
literally
about.
balanced the budget of New York in a fucking year, primarily by just taxing people that didn't live in New York, right? That had second homes, like
Properties,
millionaires.
yeah.
Yeah, like literally just in under a year, just balanced the whole thing. There was a few other things that he
Yeah,
did too,
yeah,
right? But
yeah.
that was the
Like,
big thing. Literally, you guys talk about
yeah,
socialism while Republicans
literally,
consider themselves.
literally,
I'm sorry, sir. Can you not hear
like,
me talking? I appreciate it. So what I was saying was literally while people call people fiscal conservatives, the conservatives run our debt up through the fucking roof, while the democratic socialist somehow finds a way to balance the budget without taxing a single middle class or even an upper class person a singular dollar. Right? Just the richest of the richest people who have second houses in New York that are millions and millions of dollars. Like, I'm just saying, like that. If we could get that, you know, in the federal government, I mean, shit, that'd be pretty fucking good. I would take some democratic socialism in order to have that.
And the number of billionaires that
Like,
have zero problem with it and have actually spoken to the governor of New York and been like, please tax me more. We like it. Or even in California, billionaires that are like, I mean, yeah, of course, I would prefer to pay less or have less missing from my check or and everything. But they're like, you can tax me more. It's not going to hurt me. It'll just literally be a couple of dollars less in the checking account every month. That's all.
It
They
doesn't
don't
even
care.
push the needle for billionaires. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even
well,
realize it's a rounding error for them, you know?
I think you should hold your breath until America becomes a socialist country, literally.
Why? We're not even pushing
and
for
I'll
it.
wait.
I mean, technically, didn't Donald Trump already try to take government stock in like Intel or something like that? So technically,
Well, I mean, he did put government stock
Orange
in
man
something.
bad.
What was it? Let me
Orange
see.
man
I thought it was like
bad.
Intel or something. And the only reason he didn't bail out Spirit was because he wanted to take a government stake in that.
Racism.
You know, so honestly, all right, I'll hold my
out.
breath until we kind of become socialist. And I'm already there. All right, NVIDIA. Thank you. It wasn't Intel. It was an NVIDIA.
No, it was Intel.
Oh, so
I have his
I
screenshot,
was
or
right.
I
It
have a
was
picture
Intel.
of
Okay, I
his.
was
It
right.
was Intel. Yeah, he
I was
posted about
right.
it
People
on
are
True
correcting me
Social.
wrong. That's fine. So yeah,
Yeah.
held my breath. We're already there.
Yeah, he posted about it on True Social. So
Right.
Yeah. And he wanted something like 80% of Spirit Airlines, which again would be the government owning private business, which would be the means of production being owned by the people.
well, technically owned by the government, which is another
The
form of
people are
socialism, but it's
retarded.
not the form of socialism that most people push for.
People think
It's not the true
socialism
form of
is great.
socialism, correct?
Correct.
But it
It's
is a form
People
of
don't care
socialism.
about the 200 million people that died under socialism. The people think they're smarter than
Under
older
which
people that know what
underwear?
they're talking about.
Sir, did you buy a Trump phone?
Did I buy it? The Trump phone. You guys are so. You really think that talking shit about the Trump phone is gonna keep you.
No, I was just asking if you bought one. I wasn't talking shit about it.
Wow. His voice raised 3 octaves just from
He
you
is
asking
really
that question.
he is really mad about not getting his deposit back.
That was insane. Like his voice went up 3 octaves just
Yeah.
because you asked that question.
Man, that was like a full crash out, man.
Whoa.
In 2 years,
You
There
might
he
get your
goes.
deposit back or your Trump
Ron
phone.
DeSantis
In 2
and
years, he
Marco
might get his
Rubio.
Trump phone. Yeah, he 100% bought one.
Bring up the Trump phone again.
Yeah, he 100% bought a Trump phone.
He's so upset about it. He's like, bring it up
Dude,
again.
he's so upset. Like, he could have just said like yes or no.
President
You can
Ron
tell he
DeSantis
bought one just by the
Marco
fact that
Rubio.
he's just like is losing his whole
And
mind
in
about
the
it.
future, President Donald Trump Jr. or Ivanka Trump.
Well, Donald Trump Jr.
Nothing
will
you
be
can do about it.
dead of whatever drugs he's
Nothing.
using, and the Republicans would never vote for a woman, so that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, the
So
fuck we
would never
won't.
put a woman at the head of
Yeah.
the
There's
a lot
RNC
of great
ticket. Otherwise, if they were
Republican
going to, they would have
and
actually advanced Nikki
Republican black
Haley, who won several primaries. So it's funny.
yeah. But anyway, sir, I'm gonna move on to the next person because I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, well, we'll see you in November. Talk
All
about
right,
cell
sounds good.
phones.
Anyways, y'all, make sure you guys hit that
Talk
follow
about
button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you guys would like to support the live and help support some new independent media, new podcasting, new all sorts of stuff, a new camera for Polly that really needs it. So when Polly and Ari go and document things in person, we can
Heyo.
we can do it with some type of quality. If you'd like to support that, we do have super chats, super stickers, gifting, live gift goal. Actually, the DJ glasses I think are the one of 2 things left on my gift gallery. I need 2 of those from one person.
And I have to say, thank you, Kayla, for the 5. Said Ari saying I'm being pedantic and Polly saying I'm being an asshole has made my Saturday.
I mean, that is pretty valid.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. That's
Yeah,
like the best
absolutely.
thing ever.
Thank you so much, Kayla. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got 2 more things in the gift gallery to clear it out. I think it's like 2 DJ glasses from one person, and then it's an ignition check. So if you guys like to help me clear that out, I appreciate it. But anyways, more than that, like I said, super chats, super stickers, all the gifting and stuff is highly encouraged. We really appreciate it as we try to expand and become better creators for you, you specifically. I'm looking at you. Okay. We appreciate
That
you.
was so loud. I love all the gifts coming up over my face on TikTok.
Yeah, you're getting pretty much all of them. It's pretty
I love it.
impressive. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm shook. Like that never happens. So like, yay.
Awesome. Are you ready for the next caller?
Sure. The other guy just like crashed in.
Yeah, I know we're doing a Polly After Dark, which means
Hello?
that, I'm having some apple juice, but I didn't think anybody else was. Diana, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I mean, it's Saturday.
Hello,
It's
how are
fine.
you?
Hello? You good? I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. How old are you?
19.
Awesome. What's on your mind?
I was going through TikTok. Your thing has said why do you support Republicans, or why are you Republican? Is that what you wrote?
It just says, why are you a Republican?
All right. I want to ask, do you guys consider yourself democratic, or do you guys
No.
believe you have liberal beliefs?
No, we're actually
Neither.
both progressives, but
Both progressive, but you're more or less leaning.
more or less what?
Do you hear me? Hello?
No, your service is not the best.
Ooh, somebody got their Trump phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We just didn't hear what you said. What you said, we were more or less.
No, I know. I didn't hear you. You guys said you're more progressive. Sorry. So you guys are
Yeah.
from Florida?
We
You guys
live in
don't, like,
Florida,
think
yeah.
You're in government right now? I'm from California. So I'm under Democratic kind of government. I just want to ask, why don't you like your Florida government, really? I went to Florida a few months ago, and I don't know, it looks better than California, in my opinion.
You mean you like went to Disney and you like think you know what's going on in Florida?
No, I mean, bro, I'm 19. I'm young. I just went there to check it out, and then
Yeah.
I went to Tampa, Orlando, Miami, South
Mm-hmm.
Beach. I went to
You
certain
went to all the
places
places that are
and
democratic.
and
Yeah, isn't that funny? But
no, I
see,
mean,
at least
I
I
don't,
mean,
no,
I'm
no,
sure I
I
can
don't,
speak
no, it's not like
for.
that, bro. I didn't go around just because they're Democrat. I didn't even know myself
Yeah,
that
they're
those
all
places were Democratic.
They all have Democratic mayors. So,
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know that myself.
okay.
I'm from
But
Cali.
see, the reason why at least I don't like Ron DeSantis is because he literally just violated our state constitution.
What did he
And
do?
he's being
I don't know. I'm just
investigated
curious.
for
I just want
fraud.
to hear.
So,
That's the part where I was going to bring up, even though I didn't like him before that, for
yeah,
multitudes of
no.
other reasons, including, his pushing of like TPUSA into high schools, and his supporting of like Moms for
Alle-
Liberty and all that stuff.
Alligator Alcatraz, his
Alligator
push for
Alcatraz,
that,
which is
which is
finally
about
shutting
to be
down. Yeah,
shut
because
down.
Florida taxpayers are paying so much fucking money for that fucking piece of shit.
And
But
it
yeah,
should have
the
been funded by
fraud.
the
Yeah, exactly. With the fraud
Florida
where
tax.
he's literally siphoning like $10 million over into his wife's nonprofit of taxpayer dollars that wasn't approved by any legislature. That's a good enough for me. Yeah.
Do you guys like? Have you ever guys been to California before? Or
I
do you
grew up in
know anything
California.
about
Yeah.
like what's going on?
Yep.
Or
I've
Yep.
been in
Spent
California.
the
what do you
first
think
like
that
20 years of my
that?
life in California.
Oh wow, I was born here. I spent my whole life here. What do you think about the current government in California?
It could be better, but he's not doing a bad job.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment.
Do you think Gavin Newsom has been doing a better, like, doing a good job on all the legislators and everything?
He could be
The
doing
government?
better, but he's not like, I don't know. He hasn't ruined anything.
He's doing better than a lot of fucking governors. I'll tell you that much.
Oh gosh.
And I'm not from Florida, but when I went to Florida and compared to here, I feel like you guys are doing way better than us compared to here.
On what
But
metric?
if you can, I think a big one is homelessness and crime. And like honestly, even potholes. It's a crazy
So
thing here.
potholes is
You have
probably
a
the
lot of
only
even
one I'm gonna give you on that, because the roads in California suck ass, and they really need to fix that or whatever. But no, the crime rate is just because there's more people in California and it costs more to live there. Yeah, because people want to be there.
But is it true that Florida funds the police more? I mean, Florida
No,
funds the police department more
no,
than
the budget
California?
for California police is much higher.
Yeah, we're actually not even that far off as far as violent crime goes for Florida to California per capita. California is about 480 to 100,000 residents, and we're 380 to 100,000 residents. So we're not that far off.
Which makes sense because it's less congested.
Yeah. We have a lot of rural areas here, like significantly more.
In my opinion, I think this current government has been doing a good job here. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with your statement that he could do better. I just think he hasn't done a great job at all. I mean, you can give him.
But there's been a homeless
give him a,
there's been a homeless situation in
you can give him an
California.
A for effort.
But
I mean,
there was a
I
homeless situation in
see at least
California
he's
way
trying to.
before Gavin Newsom came in. That's not new.
No,
There
I
was
know.
a
No, no,
road
no.
I
problem
know.
way
That's
before
what
Gavin Newsom came in. That's not new. There was a crime problem in California way before Gavin Newsom came in. That's not new. That was the same under Republican governors of California, Democratic governors in California. It's just what goes with the territory in being in an I believe the most populated state per area. I might be confused with that, but it's very up there just from such a highly populated state where everybody wants to go to, right? It's just part of the territory. But I mean, they've been. I mean, Ronald
Yeah,
Reagan was a Republican governor of California, had the same problems, right? Ronald Schwarzenegger was a Republican governor in California, had the same issues. That doesn't change. That's not a Democratic thing. That's just a California thing.
No, I never said that Democrat. I don't believe in the Democrat Republican thing. I'm always in the middle. I would vote whoever pleases and it would actually do something. I just think this current government is just not doing good. And
Don't tell me to stop with the bad roads. The roads in California suck. What are you talking about? Like, what are you? The roads in California suck. Like I don't know. People are over here being like, just lay off the roads. The roads in California suck.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not talking to
sorry.
you, caller. Sorry.
They suck. Not only are they rated the worst roads in the United States, even though you guys pay more for roads than any other state in the United States. Okay, that your roads suck. Okay, I've driven all the way across this nation.
And
the roads suck. Okay, I'm sorry. Like y'all can get mad at it if you want. I really don't give a shit. The roads suck. Okay, y'all need to do something about the roads. All right. Like I'm just being honest with you. And Caltrans has been a joke since forever. Okay, that's not even a joke.
And I'm gonna just have one more statement. I'm about to go out with my friends right now, but we're paying these high taxes for these types of roads, but under most conservative states, how are their roads better when they don't even pay gas tax or state tax? 60% of our gas tax goes towards our roads, but like.
Dude, I just said that was a problem. I don't know why you're.
No.
Sir, I don't expect California or any other state to be fucking perfect, okay? California's roads suck. Florida is literally putting fascism into schools. Okay? Like, I don't know what to tell you. All right? Like, Oklahoma has, like, the worst education rates in the United States and puts the 10 Commandments in. But their roads are a little better. Okay, like, dude, we can't concentrate, just have this, like, in complete concentration just on roads. Yes, California needs to fix their fucking roads. 100%. That's not a joke. But I'm not gonna sit here and just dead concentrate on roads as if California's not the fourth largest economy in the world, if they don't have some of the best social safety nets on the fucking, of any state in the United States, okay? If they don't have some of the best opportunities, the best fucking weather, like, they have so many things in California that are doing great. All right, we're not going to sit here and hyper focus on the roads. I said the roads sucked. I'm not going to sit here and hyper focus on them.
All right. I have to go with my friends, but it was good talking to you guys. I learned a few things.
Absolutely. All right, have a good one. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and hyper focus on it. The roads suck. We were just in California last year.
Not long ago. Yeah.
We were just in California 6 months ago. Okay, I was there. They're not good. They weren't good when I was growing up there. They weren't good 6 months ago. They're real bad. All right, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I know you guys really want to defend California's roads, and I'm just letting you know that that's not the hill you should die on. California has so much awesome shit going on in it. Like, truthfully. California has so much awesome shit on it. You should just let the roads thing go, okay? If the worst thing that I have to complain about your state is how shitty the roads are, your state's doing great. Okay? Don't die on this hill. Don't die on this hill. Trust me, I've been to so many states, okay, across the United States. If the worst thing I have to complain about your state is the roads, trust me, you're doing great, okay?
Yeah, we get to see a whole different state on Monday.
That's pretty much that's 2 new states that I've never been to in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we're gonna not only that, we're gonna drive through. Let's see. We'll be going from one state, driving through a second state into a third state. So that'll be interesting in general to see how that all goes. So it's going to be very odd.
Yeah, for real. Anyways, y'all, make sure you guys hit that follow up.
It's 3 hours away. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are gonna keep this thing moving. I'm gonna let Ari take this next call and or at least start it out. But if y'all would like to support the live, again, we do have super chats, pay links in the bio, live gift goal. We're almost done with our first one of the day of the DJ glasses. So If you guys like support, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Scott, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said I thought I was chanting for Donnie earlier this evening, but then I realized by the smell of it was just me farting.
That's funny.
Also, thank you so much, Danny, Random Citizen, Lizard, I Told You So, Black Doug, and Kaleidoscope for all of the gifts over on YouTube. I really appreciate you. And that's it. All right, cool. Well, we got a Randy here from New York. Randy, how you doing?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
Hello? 30.
You said 38?
30.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And you're still supporting Trump?
Yeah, man. I love Trump. I'm not even a Republican, to be honest. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm more in the middle. And Trump just came in and won my heart, I guess you could say.
Just won your heart. The whole thing.
Yeah, back in 2016. Yeah, the whole thing. The 110% of it, honestly.
Yeah.
He's a Queens boy.
Have you wrote him a love letter yet?
I wrote to like a letter to him, but I don't think he read it.
Oh, okay.
Probably somebody.
Dear Slim, I know you. Oh, sorry. Anyways.
I don't get the reference, so I'm sorry. I don't know why.
I like how so many people in the chat did, even be like, as I was saying it, people were putting that in the chat anyways.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah,
I wrote my phone number real perfect on the bottom. I wrote 3 letters back in autumn. You must not have got them. Must have been a problem with the post office or something. Sometimes I scribble addresses too sloppy when I jot them.
Yeah, Stan, bro. Stan, some Eminem stuff. But seriously, so yeah, Trump, man. So Biden and all these Democrats brought these Venezuelans all over, and the Tren de Agua, the gang, and they put them up in the 42nd Street hotels, the best of the best, everything,
yeah.
best.
How did Joe Biden and his administration bring them in?
They bust them into New York.
So the Biden administration bust them into, but how did they get into the country? Hold on. Did we get them? Hold on. Clarifying question. 1 second. Did they get bust from all the way from Venezuela to New York?
No.
Oh,
so they made
where'd they get bust from?
The very dangerous trek, which I feel bad for them. I really do. They came up across the border, the Mexican border, into Texas, California, whatever border towns is there, right? And from there, they said, we don't want these people. And they said, hey, we'll take them over here, Sanctuary City.
No, actually, that didn't happen. So I'm going to help you out with this. It's actually really easy to find. Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, bragged about loading documented immigrants onto buses and sending them to sanctuary cities like Chicago, Illinois, New York City, Los Angeles, California, some of the top ones that everybody knows about, right? And Mayor Eric Adams of New York City at the time was highly against what was going on and attempted to sue the state of Texas because they didn't agree to take the immigrants. They never did. And then him and his state had to fund putting them in hotel rooms for a short amount of time because it was in the middle of winter that they were bussed up to New York City, and it would not be a great look to have Latinos dying of cold, like because of frigid weather in the middle of the streets. Oh, look, there's his press release on the screen.
From Greg Abbott's website, by the way. Just thought that out.
They weren't
In
in
my
the
experience,
hotel rooms for
winter
2
is only
years,
a
my
season,
guy.
not years.
You're on something. I don't know
So
what
I
you're
mean,
on,
I
but
live in
that's
New York. I live the reality.
I'm
So I
sure you
saw
do,
these
yeah.
people. I saw them before,
I seen it.
during, and after.
Yeah, you've seen it.
They
I
kicked
understand.
their asses to
Anyway,
the
do you
curb.
so are you aware that Greg Abbott wrote and released a press release bragging about how he transported over 100,000 migrants to sanctuary cities and kept the money that was given to him in order to house those immigrants that he shipped out from the federal government?
Okay, that's a corruption thing. That's not a Democrat or Republican or Trump thing. That's Greg Abbott has nothing to do with Trump. You know,
Oh my God.
Trump is Trump.
Oh,
Trump
I'm
is
sorry.
like
Hold on.
homeless
I
right
love
now.
I love that you say that he has nothing to do with Trump, and except Donald Trump still endorses Greg Abbott for his, I think he's now would be on his
Yeah, but
fourth
you
or
can't
fifth
judge
term
a
of being
man by the
governor.
actions of another.
Sir, contain yourself for a second and listen. You literally
I
can't hear what I'm
apologize.
saying to you when you're still talking, right? When your mouth is moving.
I
Okay.
apologize. You're right.
Awesome. Great. Donald Trump has endorsed Greg Abbott for governor again, which would be either his fourth or fifth term as a governor because they don't have term limits in Texas. So if it didn't have anything to do with Trump, why would Trump give him an endorsement? And then also, same tune, why would Donald Trump push Texas to redistrict? And then Greg Abbott said, "Yes, Daddy, whatever you wish," and then did it if it had nothing to do with Donald
Corruption,
Trump.
backdoor dealings with Israel.
Yezreel?
Israel. They call us the
Yezreel?
Goyim.
Oh God, I can't. I'm not talking to this guy
Yeah.
anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, then I'm not talking to him. I was letting you handle that.
Unless you follow the Judea religion, you don't get to say the GOY word.
He's gone. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm just like that is
He's
literally
not
their
gone. I'm
word.
not worried about it. Rosa, thank you so much for clearing the DJ glasses. I really, really appreciate that. We literally have one more thing in the gift gallery. One more thing. It's the one thing I have on the live gift goal over there. I really
Oh, it's a
appreciate
special
you.
gift. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one. Anyways, y'all, if you guys
Signature.
like support, if you guys are enjoying the show and you guys like support, I really appreciate you guys. Please, please,
Oh.
please, please, please. What's up?
I was just gonna say, and guys, on the live right now on TikTok, right? This is my backup account. You're probably following my main, but you might not be following this account. Also, the likes are way behind on TikTok, and
Like,
I'm gonna
for
need y'all to
real.
step that up.
Like, y'all, like
Like,
I said, I got back from New Orleans, from Louisiana recently. We're like in and out. We are doing our best to try to provide you guys with the best content that we can for how fucking exhausted we are. So, so please do us a favor. At least hit that likes on that button. We've been on almost over an hour. And we were at 55,000 likes. Tapping is free, okay? But if you would like to support more than just tapping, we do appreciate that too. Live gift with gifting and super chats and all that fun stuff, and pay links in the bio. So we appreciate all of that. We've been on for almost over an hour and 56,000. I mean, I know it's a late night live, but I think we can do better than that.
we should have already been at 100. Like
Easily.
Guys, for with as many as y'all are sitting in this room. And I've seen like smaller rooms have more likes than this in an hour. Yeah, like you guys actually could have already gotten up to 150 if you were tapping. And we've been at about around this level for the last 45 minutes. I've been
Jesus.
watching.
Wow. Can we get this thing up to 100? Yeah. Really appreciate you guys. We need to get this thing up to 100. We need to clear this live gift goal so we can clear the gift gallery. And we need 3 super chats. That's what we need. We need 3 super chats. I think this entire day, I've done 2 lives. I think I've had 3 super chats in total. So we need 3 more super chats for the rest of the live. I think that's fair. I mean, sure, that's fine. Yeah. I think that's totally fair. So I think we need to clear this gift gallery. We need to get this thing up to 100,000. We need 3 super chats. I don't care if they're $1 or they're 20, but we need 3 super chats to knock this thing out today, at least. All right, to get this thing going. All right, we're gonna move on to the next caller. I really appreciate you guys. What's this person saying? Bye, dude. You don't have to say bye. You can just leave. No one cares that you're here.
Oh no, I think they were saying that to the last caller.
I'm joking.
They're just delayed a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're getting rid of
Oh.
that Randy. No, they're talking about that Randy dude. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Did you see the gift?
Shay, thank you so much for the. That's
Thanks,
actually
man.
like a super dope gift too.
Yeah, it's like a transformer looking
Yeah,
gift.
that's super cool. Thank you so much, Shay.
W,
Huge
Shay.
W's in the chat for Shay. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Shay. Can we get big W's in the chat for Shay? Holy shit! I love seeing that. That was a full transformer.
That was pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, that was super cool. That was super cool. Thank you so much. Huge W's in the chat for Shay. Shay, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alan, hello. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. So Alan called in earlier to my show right when I was getting off, and I had to get off. Alan called back.
Oh,
So
okay,
I
nice.
do actually very, very much remember that. So Alan, thank you so much for calling back. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate being on the show. And Ari, thank you for being on the show. I do enjoy hearing different ideas. So I can definitely say that it's interesting sometimes when I hear some of the chats that you guys have. I do think sometimes you do talk to a lot of younger people who may not be as informed. But there are some things that I think are worth the discussion. I will say there are some Trump policies that I was very supportive of, but I also think some of the execution was poorly done. And I'll give you one of those as an example. And to give you some background, guys, 25 years military. I'm not in anymore. I have significant combat experience. I like the fact of no new wars because I have spent a lot of time in that part of the world, but I was okay if we had some type of action towards Iran, specifically because of dealing with proxies and dealing with how the IRGC meddles. So I guess where I'm at this particular point, what I'm interested in seeing from you, I know you're going to bring up the JPCOA, but the question for me becomes, where do you feel there is a significant issue with regards to how you deal with the situation at this point?
Well, actually, I just want to point out your own contradiction real quick. You said that you're a big fan of no new wars, and then you immediately talked about a new war that Donald Trump started. I just want to point out the contradiction.
Well, that's a conflict because it hasn't been a declared war, if you want to get real technical.
Yeah, but there's like
Iraq wasn't declared war. Afghanistan wasn't a declared war, but we still call them
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam, but we still acknowledge that it was in fact a war. So
Right.
I hope you're going to hold that tune and make sure to tell the 14 service members' families that their kids they're not war veterans.
Are we
I
not
hope
at
you tell them
15?
that. Is it 15 now?
I thought we were at 15. Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
know it's 14 for
Sir,
sure, but
well-
I just hope that you tell the
We use-
families.
Well, wait, before
Sorry,
you
I didn't mean to cut
respond to
you
that,
off.
I just want to be very clear. I think that we can all recognize that there's a difference between a declared war by Congress and acting on a war, right? We are in a war right now. Donald Trump even says we're in a war right now, right? He specifically says we're in a war. I just have to say that we're not in order to not get permission from Congress. Donald Trump has said that multiple times. Okay. So I think as a 25-year combat veteran, I think that you would be able to recognize what a war looks like without needing a declaration from Congress.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you on that point. We use that terminology interchangeable because, as you said, yes, we tend to use those particular terminology when describing what is actually ongoing. And so if we're going to go by that particular measure, then I will say we can go by that measure and talk about it. I said I am not for new wars. However, I was okay with actions against Iran, specifically because of some of the actions they have taken over not only the last 47 years, but even in the last 30 months prior to this. So it's something that you may not be aware of because a lot of people, a lot of American public and the media will not report to you. Do you know that there were 350 attacks on diplomats and U.S. servicemen in the 30 months prior via IRGC proxies specifically?
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just said that doesn't surprise me.
One of the issues that comes out of that, and that's just an example of it, is that we have proxies creating issues. For instance, Houthis in Yemen. Now, I understand why the Houthis did what they did, because they were protesting against Palestine issue in the Bab-el-Mandeb Straits. I understand where you're going with it, but the issue is that you have a state-sponsored the state sponsor of terrorism, basically via proxies, which then creates an instability within the environment. And so what ends up happening is that then creates an instability that's in that particular part of the world. Now, to a point that you're probably going to make and many other people make is, we went and actually bombed Iran. Obviously, we did for nuclear sites. And then obviously we have this go around. So the instance becomes, what are we allowed to take? What are we allowed to
That actually wasn't my
be
question
able
at
to
all.
deal with? Okay,
That actually
sorry,
wasn't
go
my
ahead.
question at all.
I personally would have just pointed out the fact that Russia was known to have funded the death of 16 of our American soldiers back in 2020, and Donald Trump didn't do anything to Russia. So,
Well, I mean, on that exact same point, Donald Trump literally met in the White House with Mohammed bin Salman, right? Who is literally a leader of Al Qaeda, and apparently we didn't have too much of an issue with that. But the point I was actually going to make is, what does that have to do with the war that we're doing, right? Because if we're taking out their actual conventional weapons, right, and we're taking out things like their navy, then literally it becomes the obvious choice that the only way for them to defend themselves is through proxies. So therefore, how have we done anything to actually do that? Because we've already seen that on the table is a release of about $6 billion worth of sanctions, right? We've already seen $14 billion worth of release of oil sanctions that have already happened in Iran. So literally, when we're seeing a $6 billion immediate release of sanction relief, which would obviously, I mean, like, by logic, go to their proxies. So I don't understand what this war has to do with this. This war has been to take out their navy. This war has been to take out their conventional weapons. This war has been out to take their ballistic missile sites. This war has been claimed to take out their nuclear sites that apparently we already destroyed. And also, according to our own intelligence, they didn't have, right? So a whole bunch of stuff. But when it comes to funding their proxies, nothing that we've done in this war effectuates that. So I just don't really know why you're saying that this is a point to the war when it doesn't do anything to stop that.
Sure. So in regards to funding proxies, there's a couple of things that come into play. One, you degrade their ability to supply those proxies with the appropriate munitions needed. Two, whether they've actually been able to fund it with money, as we've seen the blockade, has created some financial detriment to Iran to the point where they're not able to fund it as much. So there's twofold things that I think come into play there. Again, munitions, weapons, missile systems, and then you do have some financial aspects from that. But I do understand the point that you're making specifically is how is that completely stops it.
And I don't mean to cut you off here, but I mean, I believe the latest CIA report said that they still have like 75% of their missile capacity, and they're less than 6 months from replenishment. So we haven't even taken out their ability to have missiles, and we haven't taken out their ability to fund proxies with those missiles. So, I mean, even on that point alone, we haven't done what you said. Sure. And I think this is the confusion that people have when people on the left talk about the war, right? It's not a matter of, is Iran bad? Iran's bad. We all agree. Iran, bad. Ayatollah, bad. This war isn't doing shit, but costing us $1 billion a day and 15 American soldiers' lives. It's not doing anything, right? It's not stopping them from funding their proxies. They're still doing it. It's not taking out their conventional weapons. CIA report just said we done a shitty job at that. Right? It's not taking out their nuclear sites, right? Donald Trump said we destroyed all the nuclear sites last year, and Tulsi Gabbard, literally at a Senate hearing or a congressional hearing, I don't remember which one, just recently said that the literal intelligence community of the United States said they weren't trying to build a nuclear weapon, and they were nowhere near doing so. Right? So it's not a matter of is Iran bad? Iran bad, no questions asked. Funding proxies, funding terrorism, disruptor to a lot of our allies in the region. Agree on all of that. This war has done nothing to stop any of that. That's my issue. And that is that Donald Trump and this administration have no ability to actually effectuate change when it comes to Iran. Right? None. Right now, currently, their negotiation has been give up your nuclear material, open up the Strait of Hormuz, and we'll relieve sanctions. So exactly the exact same deal that Obama had us in without dropping a single bomb. That's it.
Yeah, I think there's when you're referencing the JPCOA in regards to that. Is
JCPOA,
regards
but
to
yes.
CIA reports, one thing that I would bring up, and this is just from my own experience in dealing with it, a lot of times these leaked reports are not fully read through. So you don't always get all of the information. What you get are snippets of information in regards to it. But I do understand that report was allegedly released with some information that was in there. I would obviously neither one of us can read the whole report, so we can't completely see everything that's in there. But they're saying roughly somewhere around 70% of their overall missile stockpile. Now, you can have a stockpile of missiles, not necessarily have the launcher capabilities to fire. So that is something in question that I'm curious about. And I think the other part of that report was that there was an estimate that they could survive U.S. naval blockade for 3 to 4 months. And that may be correct. I don't 100% know the point of that. And I think you are on the right point of, hey, how do we accomplish the goal that we're attempting to accomplish? I think what I would personally want to see is that if you're going to enter into another nuclear agreement like JPCOA, some of the criticisms of that were they front-loaded a lot of cash. There were a lot of sanctions, frozen assets that did belong to Iran. It didn't address any missile systems, nor did it address any funding to regional proxies. I think anything that starts with some type of deal like that has to include those things, or otherwise they're just going to continue to do what they do because the ideology of hardliners like the RNC are going to continue to create a threat throughout the region and particularly other parts of the world because they are responsible via proxies for a multitude of terrorist attacks. And I could name many of them.
I don't need you to name them. I have two questions for you. One's I guess is a statement. Then the second one is a question, right? The statement is, say you're right. Say that leaked CIA memo was less than accurate. If it's 50% accurate, we're still losing. That's the problem. If it's 50% accurate and they have 35 to 40% of their weapon stockpile that is still active, we are losing. Straight up, with the amount of money we've spent, with the amount of strikes we've done, with all of those things, that is a failure on the U.S. government to effectuate this war. So let me start there. Second of all, sure, you can make that agreement. You can make an agreement that says, hey, you're not going to fund terrorist groups or anything like that. How do we actually enforce that? Because it sounds like that would require a consistent presence of the U.S. military for the next fucking at least decades, right? In order to actually enforce that, which would cost us billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, and still, I still don't know how it would actually be effectual.
So I want to ask, because you just asked a question, and I'll answer part of it, but I also have another question myself. Okay. I do agree with you that it probably would cost a significant amount. There would have to be some enforcement action in there. the question is in that enforcement action, we make that very clear that if that is caught, do we reserve the right to actually strike those targets? Or, as you said, in order to do that, you would have to create billions and billions. So I guess my question back to you is, the alternative of that is what specifically? Do nothing?
What was stopping us from
Still-
striking those targets of terrorist groups prior to this war?
I mean, I guess effectively, a president that's willing to do it and give the directive.
No. We've been striking terrorist targets of groups that have been funded by the IRGC for the last 2 decades. So why this war to have a stipulation that said that we're going to attack terrorist groups that are being funded by the IRGC? We've attacked Hamas, we've attacked Hezbollah, we've attacked multiple groups that were funded by the IRGC. So what you're saying is that the stipulation is to do what we were already doing?
I mean, what I'm saying is that I think we should make our position very well stated and specifically known, in the sense that if this action happens, the reciprocal action is going to be taken of that. If you don't want to state that, then that's perfectly fine. We can go ahead and do it. But I think there needs to be there needs to be a mechanism in place to say, hey, this is what's going to happen. Because at some point, you have to fight fire with fire eventually. You can't allow this type of behavior to continue without having some type of deterrence in there.
Sir, we were already doing that without the war. That's the point I'm making. I'm not disagreeing with attacking terrorist targets. I have no issue with that. We were doing all of that through Obama, through Trump's first term, through Biden. We were already hitting terrorist targets that were being funded by the IRGC. So now you're saying that, cool, we go to war, spend billions of dollars, cost a bunch of American lives to literally get back to exactly where we were at before the war. That's my issue. My issue is that we get nothing out of this war that we weren't already getting and that Iran already wasn't willing to negotiate.
Oh wait, higher gas prices though. That's going to continue
we
afterwards.
do get higher gas prices, higher grocery prices due to those gas prices, higher fertilizer prices, which fucking put our farmers out of business. We get like literally the entire world fucking hating us, our allies suffering and being weaker, losing billions of taxpayer dollars to get everything that we were already getting prior to the war. That's the problem. It's not, are the objectives good? Yeah, the objectives are fine. We could have gotten all of these objectives without doing any of this war. This war didn't effectuate any of that.
Sure, I would say that's a fair take that you made. I don't think that that's an unfair take. I also think sometimes optics are just as important as the actions that are taken from that. But I do understand what you're saying, and in some respects, I would agree with you that some aspects of that are really not much better, because unless you're willing to actually go boots on the ground and affect a regime change, you're still going to have that particular scenario that comes up. I would also specifically say to that is that there are times when you need to make sure that the opposing force understands that you're willing to take drastic measures in order to send a direct message to them that, hey, this behavior is not going to be tolerated, and we're going to do something if you decide that you're going to get out of line and try to destabilize the region. But in all fairness to what you said, and I'm not going to disagree with you, I do think that you have valid points in regards to where we're at versus where we were versus where we're concurrently at.
Do you mind if I just say something real quick, Ari? Just
Go
real
ahead.
quick. And I just want to say this to respond to that. You're right, optics do matter. 100%. Optics do matter. The world's supposed most powerful military on the planet can't keep a single body of water open for transport of cargo. how do you think that makes us look to our enemies? How do you think that makes us look to China? How do you think that makes us look to Russia? That the world's strongest military can't keep the Strait of Hormuz open. All right. What do you think that does to our optics? And I'll tell you straight up what it does. It makes us look fucking weak. It makes us look fucking pathetic. It makes us look the exact same way that we looked at Russia when Russia attacked Ukraine, right? And everybody was like, they're going to take over Ukraine in 2 weeks. And now we're 3 years fucking past, and they still haven't taken over Ukraine. And we're like, oh shit, the Russian military wasn't as big and badass as we thought they fucking were, right?
Yeah,
And so,
which
so the optics are important, and we're failing at the optics due to this war. Sorry, Ari, go
even
ahead.
more so because I don't know if you remember Donald Trump's True Social last August, where he said Russia should have won the war within 2 weeks. Like, he out and out said that he supported Russia's efforts and they should have already won the war in Ukraine. And he was disappointed that they didn't win it within 2 weeks. But that's not the part I was going to mention. Caller, you said his name was Adam or Aaron?
Alan.
Alan. I was close. I'm sorry. Alan.
No,
Aaron. No, sorry.
Oh God, stop it. Alan, you mentioned you seem to blame the destabilization of the Middle East right now on Iran, which is incorrect because they wouldn't currently be in a destabilized position if it wasn't for the US joint actions with Israel attacking them.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with you on that point, but that's your point to make, and we can agree to disagree with regards
Was it
to it.
before February? On February 27, 2026. How is the Middle East looking? Was it destabilized?
So were the Houthis not firing in the Straits? Are they not a Iran-funded proxy? Is that what
Weren't
you're
the
trying to tell me?
Houthis firing in the Red Sea?
That sounds more accurate.
I'm pretty sure the Houthis were
Yeah,
firing in the
that
Red
is
Sea, and you
very
can correct me if I'm
specifically
wrong
true,
on
yes,
that,
it
but
was the
I'm
Red
pretty
Sea.
sure it was the Red Sea, not the Strait of Hormuz.
I was not referring to the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh,
but
I'm
yes,
sorry.
it was in the Red Sea.
I mean, he said the Strait. If it was a misspeak, that's fine.
What I'm asking is, do you not consider that destabilizing action?
No, I would say the most destabilizing action that's occurred within the Middle East since we withdrew troops from Afghanistan would be October 7th and then October 8th following and all of the attacks that Israel has committed on Gaza.
The Houthis firing on the Red Sea is bad. Stabilizing no more than like
No.
a gang in LA is bad, but it doesn't destabilize the entire country, right?
Yeah.
Singular violent acts don't destabilize regions.
However,
Well,
attacking an entire
problems, just like you
country,
have.
knowing full well that they were then going to attack all neighboring countries, because Marco Rubio admitted that on live TV that they knew that if Israel attacked Iran, that they were then going to attack all of the neighboring countries because US bases were there.
Right, because they're committing asymmetric warfare, right? Like
Yep.
that is the point of asymmetric warfare. And you said you're a 25-year vet. You should know that. The point of asymmetric warfare
Correct.
is not to come and destroy us, is to make it as painful as possible. Right? So taking out natural gas plants in Qatar, or taking out oil fields in Saudi, or shutting down the Strait of Hormuz, right? That's what makes it most effectual against the United States. And then it's just survival. And if you want to look at it from that point of view, they're winning.
I mean, you are correct that they did attack those particular LNG fields. For instance, even struck some oil in Saudi. That is very effectually true. That was always going to happen in any type of conflict, and I don't disagree with that whatsoever about what you're saying. And so from an economic standpoint, I think there's some viable credibility to what you're saying specifically in regards to that. So I guess really what my question is to you, because I don't want to take up a ton of your time, is at this particular point, what do you think is the most viable option that either side can get to?
Yeah, there's only one viable option at this point, and that is to enter into the same agreements that we were into the JCPOA, have them give up their enriched uranium, allow them to enrich uranium up to a certain point that's used for power, because that's what they're going to be able to do for energy sources, and to release sanctions on them and have them open up the Strait of Hormuz and to stop the bombing. Like literally the only free way out of this possible is to enter back into the agreement that Donald Trump left. And if he hadn't left, we wouldn't be in this situation to begin with.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Ari.
Oh, no, I just said, yep, you're good. You didn't, so don't feel bad.
And in that agreement, would you be okay with not having short-term sunset provisions or inspection protocol delays that could go up to 24 days?
That doesn't bother me. Why would 24 days bother me?
Well,
if they're
I
going to
think
build a
one of
nuclear
the
weapon in 24
original,
days,
They would need more
one of the
centrifuges than
original
than
criticisms is
they
that
would need
they had
more
24 days.
centrifuges that, again, they weren't allowed under the JCPOA, right? Because they had a limit on how many they could have.
24 days is
Yeah, but
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason why I'm saying 24 days is because the way their inspection protocol allowed for a delay of up to 24 days as an example, which means that there could be resolved or contested access to some of those centrifuges and enrichment sites. So there is a question of whether this enrichment was still transpiring or if they were shielding that from inspectors. That's why I said that particular. I'm not saying they
No.
were, they weren't. I'm just
No.
saying.
The only people that have questioned it has been the Israeli government.
Literally.
That's it.
Literally. Only the
And aside
Israeli
from
government.
that, only one country has ever invoked the last section of the JCPOA when they believe somebody's violated the letter of the deal to have it reviewed within 30 days for resolution. And that was Iran because Donald Trump reinstituted sanctions on May 8th, 2018, which was a direct violation of the JCPOA.
I think the biggest problem is that people think for some reason that bombing someone is the best way to get them to abide by nuclear
So weird.
protocols. Right?
All,
It's
all
the
that
dumbest
does
thing
is
ever.
tell, like, at least in my opinion, all that does is tell a country that the only way to not be attacked by the United States government is to have a nuclear weapon.
Yep.
And that's present because, as Alan said at the beginning, just I think he said 13 or 12 months, I don't remember the exact number of months before we bombed Iran, that they by proxy killed 12 or 13 service members. I'm confusing the numbers here. Which again, I'll point out that our U.S. intelligence report showed that Russia did the exact same thing in 2020, except it was 16 service members by proxy that they paid for, and we never did anything to Russia.
Yeah.
So,
It's the same idea as every other country that has gone nuclear, right? Like it's an understanding that the United States will not attack a country that has nuclear weapons, right? So when you attack them with force, right, it says we have to get a nuclear weapon so we can stop this from happening, right? But what stops them much more easily, like truthfully, from getting a nuclear weapon, is to include them financially. Right? When you tie their financial state of, especially, in authoritarian governments that exist in Iran, when you make the government rich, when you make their oligarchs rich, right, then they're a lot less likely to do things like violate nuclear treaties, because they're like, oh, if we violate this, then guess what? We're poor again, or we're at war. None of that is good for rich people, right? And so they want to hold on to that money. They want to hold on to that trade. They want to hold on to the economic ties that exist due to them not creating nuclear weapons. So if anybody comes up and be like, hey, we should start enriching uranium higher, they're like, fuck you. I just became a fucking billionaire based off of that. I'm not going back, just because you want to create a nuclear weapon. Everybody's hanging out. They're doing cool. Right? So economically tying yourself to a country is the best way in order to prevent them from having a nuclear weapon. Okay, it's not bombing them. All bombing them says is we have to become a nuclear country in order to stop from being bombed later.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair assessment. I think that's a relatively fair assessment of the situation in regards to what you're looking at. I mean, there are different opinions on if that is, if that is the only course of action that may work, but I think that's a fair assessment to look at, and it's a good. It is a good idea to look further and deeper into that to see, hey, how has that ever played out previously throughout history? But that being said, I do have a question, Ari, just because you've mentioned it a couple times. I was wondering if you could point to where that article is. But I think you're talking about bounty reports in 2020, is what I believe you're referring to when you say that there were quite a few citizens killed in 2020. But I'm just trying to understand if that's what we're referring to.
Yeah, you can look it up on the Atlantic Council. Russia bounties Russia bounties on U.S. troops. And again, like our military intelligence report also confirmed it, where they offered payments to the Taliban.
Yeah, that started generally between 2016 up to about 2019, 2020.
Yeah, but
So
specifically it linked back to 16 American service members who were killed in Afghanistan in 2019, which again is under Donald Trump's
that's
term.
correct.
Yeah. The intelligence report was
No, you're right about
released
that.
while
That is
Donald Trump
correct.
was still in office. And again, we didn't do anything about Russia. Donald Trump did zero about Russia. The date of this article is June 29th, 2020. He didn't ask for compensation from Russia.
Well, it was considered. My understanding is that, and this is just from my understanding of that particular, from what I know of the program in question, that there was a relatively low to moderate confidence in that. That wasn't 100% guaranteed. I'm not saying it wasn't, or
There's also not
disagreeing that it.
100% guarantee that Iran funded the killing of our soldiers previously either. We just know that they've sent payments to those militia groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis. We just know that they've sent them, but so has Oman, the Saudi princes, Israel themselves used to fund Hamas prior to October 7th, 2023. So if that's the case, then we don't really know who funded that particular group that killed our soldiers. It's the same thing because multiple countries in the Middle East fund those terrorist organizations. It's not just Iran.
Yes, there are, like for instance, Saudi Arabia. I'm giving an example. Obviously, Iran was supporting Houthis. Saudi Arabia has been supporting the actual government there. Our factions splintered off from that government and fighting that. So yes, that part of it I would completely agree with. The only part that I would say that we do know for a matter of fact was the Beirut bombing in 1982 was absolutely funded by Iran.
Yeah, probably because we shot down and killed 196 civilians on an airliner.
That could be the case. That
Yeah.
did transpire, what you're referring to. There was an aircraft that was shot down. I don't know every specific about it, but I
A
do know
civilian
that did
airliner
particularly
in
happen.
Iran. Yeah, we shot it down. And even the general of the other ship said that they knew that it was a civilian aircraft when they shot it down.
I haven't read everything about that particularly, but I did know that did
Yeah.
transpire specifically.
All right, man. Well, we've had a really good conversation with you. I think I'm going to move on to the next caller, but I hope you have a good one. All right.
Yeah. Hey guys, appreciate it. Thank you for the call. Hope you have a good night.
Yeah, have a good one, man. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right. Well, we are going to keep this thing going, I guess, for a little bit longer. I really appreciate you guys. Big T, Carrie, and Sick. Thank you guys so much for the surfing penguins. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're gonna hit up a few super chats and then we're gonna go straight into the next caller. Danny Black,
Sounds
thank you so much. Lizard Wizard, thank you so much. Chester, Nicole, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Me too, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Polar Bear, thank you so much for the gold coin. Hello Kitty fan, thank you so much for the $2. Said W Polly, W Ari, W Mods, L Maga. I like all of that. Really appreciate you. Scott, thank you so much for the $5. Said, have you ever figured out the actual date Trump will get his diaper-covered ass kicked out of office after the midterms? Well, if we take the House and the Senate, then I project not too fucking long after that. That's my guess. But
The problem is we would need. I hate to be the Debbie Downer here, but in order for an impeachment to be successful,
Yeah.
you need a supermajority, which is
Yep.
67
yeah, which is not gonna
senators.
happen.
It's not. That is not feasible. I think when I last looked, there's a chance to maybe flip. I mean, this is a hard maybe. 5 Senate seats, 5 to 7 Senate seats, and we need a minimum of 5 in order to take the majority, and then also +1 because Fetterman is a joke. So
You never know, though. There might. I think Republicans are going to start abandoning ship after.
well, I just read one senator in Louisiana lost his primary, which I didn't. Bill Cassidy.
Cassie lost
So,
his primary.
yep, that was just reported.
Wow.
Yeah,
Maybe I need to make another trip to Louisiana.
you might.
Hey, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't tempt me.
I gotta remind myself who was running against him in that race. I gotta.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do
Maybe
it.
you think you can secure an interview with him? You think he talked to you? Probably
Yeah.
not.
Dude,
How does it
I'm
feel
I'm
to be ousted
very
by Trump?
disarming. Okay. I can
See,
convince people to talk to me. True story.
yeah, I don't think I'd be able to. I'd be the person that would probably, I'd make them mad because I'd be like, so how does it feel to be ousted by Trump because you spoke out against him? Like,
I could do it. I could do it. Frost King, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It says the only real threat in the area is Israel and the USA. Sorry, not sorry. Don't be sorry. Pretty
no,
straight up.
I agree. Like, so
Yeah.
I remember back when Donald Trump was still talking about how that he ended 7 wars in 7 months. So this was before his ceasefire between Israel and Gaza, and he had reposted some representative in Congress post, and I'm having trouble finding it again, where the guy listed 13 wars ended, and 7 of them were started by Israel, or Israel versus someone else.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was insane.
Yeah. But thank you so much, Frost King. We really appreciate that. And Kaleidoscope, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate the work you guys do. Y'all, if you guys would like to support the live, we do have, first of all, hit that follow button. Follow me on YouTube. And also, I tagged Ari's tag in the description on YouTube. So make sure you guys are following her also. Also on TikTok, this is her backup account down here, but you can follow Mermaid RE0 over on TikTok if you want to follow her. You can follow the backup. She usually throws that up on her account anyway, so I'm sure you'll see that. Just make sure you follow the main account eventually. So we really do appreciate that. If you guys would like to support the live, we do have a pretty big live gift goal. Honestly, I put up an animal band. One animal band for the live gift goal. I know it's a little steep, but I went for it. Also, I asked earlier for 3 more super chats, and I did get those 3 super chats. So I really want to appreciate everybody who did that.
Yeah, that was great. I appreciate
I
that.
really do appreciate that so much. I may ask for 3 more. I may just do it. Okay.
I mean, that's fair. Guys, you're gonna not see him for 2 whole days that he would
You
normally
guys have
be
already
on.
missed me two whole days last week while I was in Louisiana, and
Yep.
you're about to miss me for 2 to 3 more days while I am gone for a funeral. So, hey, if you guys would like to support, this is a great time to do it. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Speaking of which, Mr. Wrinkle, thank you so much for the $5. Said, can we play some MTG workout videos? If we're gonna do workout videos on this live, they will only be RFK Kid Rock workout videos.
Yeah, and like YMTG, she's leaving the country.
Yeah, we are only going to be working out in jeans and drinking milk while we do it. Okay. If you think that's weird, then you're a commie. Okay, that's just the way it is. If you think that's weird, then you're a commie.
And we're gonna send you to China if you're a commie. So
100%, 100%.
I blame that video.
We're gonna bring up Dave for a quick. Yeah, W's a chat for Mr.
train
Wrinkle.
facts.
We're gonna do a quick train fact if that's all right with y'all, and if it's not all right with y'all, I don't care. We're doing it anyway. Dave, welcome to the show. How you been, brother?
I've been great. I just got back from a giant train show in North Carolina.
Of course you did.
Ooh, where in North Carolina?
Spencer, North Carolina. They have the former Southern Railway's main workshop on the main line from Washington, D.C. to Atlanta. And they have the giant back shops where they used to tear apart steam locomotives and put them back together for a full overhaul. And they had a giant train show in there today.
I'm just looking at where that is.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I thought I recognized the town name. I do. Okay. Yeah, I know where. That's like 45 minutes to about an hour outside of Charlotte.
Oh,
yeah. It's not too bad from Charlotte because we went there. We stopped in Charlotte on the way back home. But they have something in there that sort of goes along with what Polly was saying about commies earlier.
Oh, about how Ari's a commie?
No, just about communists in general.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's all right too.
There was a class of steam locomotive known as the Russian Railways YE class that was built in batches between 1915 and 1918 and 1943 to 1947. The main reason on why these are notable is because there was the 1918 batch never got sent over to Russia due to the revolution. And about 200 locomotives were stateside. These were built all in America for help during both World Wars. So the American builders rebuilt the new American specifications and sold them off the cheap for railroads, where they got the two most common nicknames of Bolshevik and Russian Decapod. And they have one at the Railroad Museum in Spencer. It is Seaboard Airline number 554, built in 1918 and sold to the Seaboard Airline and worked its entire working life in branch lines in North Carolina.
And you got to see all of them?
I got to see it.
Sorry, it. I thought you said there was a whole batch of them. My bad.
There's 200 that stayed stateside. I think there's about 4 or 5 preserves.
Oh, okay.
One of which runs Frisco number 1630, I believe, is at the Illinois Railroad Museum and has been running on and off since 1967.
Interesting. That's cool. And will I see pictures of these at some point?
I put the most recent photo I have of 554 in the hobbies chat.
Nice.
I got very sidetracked because I ended up finding a 233-page document about the history of Soviet railways on the CIA's website. So I did not grab all the photos I wanted of the Russian decapods. I've been very sidetracked.
Sounds like a little hyper focus. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yes, I'm getting no sleep tonight. I'm just reading that entire document on Russian trains.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the train fact for the day. We really, really appreciate you, Dave. And we haven't had you up very recently, so we really appreciate you coming in and giving us our train fact for the day. We really appreciate that, man.
Yeah, y'all have a good one. I'm going to probably be up till 3 a.m. reading about Soviet trains.
Yeah, getting back into your document.
Exactly. It's going to be a fun learning experience.
Get some sleep, dude.
Nah, he ain't gonna sleep. He's gonna be up all night researching that. You'd be doing the same thing if it was part of your hyper focus. So don't even lie.
If it was a part of politics, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. W's in the chat for Dave for coming and bringing us that train fact of the day. Thank you so much, Dave. We really, really appreciate you, man.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good one and have a good rest of the stream.
You have a good too, man. Bye. African, thank you so much.
Thank you. That was so cool.
The Animal Band.
I know that was the first time Polly's seen that, so.
That is the first time I've seen that. Can we get huge W's in the chat for African for that Animal Band? Holy shit. That is the first time I've ever seen that one. I threw a crazy one out there just to see if I would get it. Thank you so much, African Knight. By the way, if y'all ain't following African Knight, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Great guy. He gets the Merkin out. All right. He gets the Merkin out.
It's so
when he gets the Merkin out, if you're not watching, then you're wrong. Okay. So make sure you guys are following African Knight. Really, really awesome dude. And a really, really awesome creator. So make sure you're following him. Like I said, the Merkin comes out, you want to be there. Thank you so much.
So I've seen that gift. I've just never received it. So
that is so cool. That is so cool. Working the Merkin. Thank you so much, man. I've never seen that gift before.
African already knows. Awesome. The first time I saw that on his head, I was like, what the?
It is a sight to see. It is a sight to see. I thought it was his real hair at first. Yeah.
That's just insulting, actually. I think anyone should feel insulted that you thought that was his real hair.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, no, that's a joke, of course, obviously. Thank you. Oh my God, I got the transfer too. Thank you so much, Big T, for the shell of a warrior. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
It's insane.
That is really, really awesome. Thank you so much, Big T. Yeah, African's awesome. Really, truly. All right, we're about to bring Jake up. Before we do that, Mr. Wrinkle, thank you so much for the $5. Said how much? I don't know how much. What? I don't know where we're talking about that. But Mr. Wrinkle also said trains are great and all, but how much to watch some MTG pull-ups? You think MTG can
125.
Was MTG doing pull-ups or something? Did I miss that?
I don't know. I'll find a video for $125.
For $125,
if I have to subject my eyes to her working out and not thinking of Jessica, sorry,
for $125, Ari can get in a pool with jeans. I wasn't gonna do it.
No, because I might not be able to swim up. Those jeans would be heavy with water, and I got no strength. No, what was I gonna say? Thanks for. No, because if I have to watch MTG, all I'm going to hear is Jasmine Crockett calling her
bad built, butch
bad
body.
Blonde, yeah, bad blonde built. I'd have to look it up, but that's all I'm going to hear.
Bad built, butch blonde, something. Oh my God, what is it? God damn it!
I
know all the words. Now. I can't remember which order.
Let's see.
Bad built, bleach blonde. Butch body? Oh my God, what was it?
Beach blonde, bad built, butch body.
There it is.
I had to look it up. That's all I'm going to hear. And I'm also going to have that played on repeat if we are going to subject me to watching whatever MTG does.
Yeah, she's definitely an experience.
That's nice.
Fucking Jasmine Crockett. She fucking wrecked that shit. That was so good.
Oh, she was hilarious.
Raskins tried to handle it. He could not. Garrett, also thank you so much for the $10. Said thanks for the conversation. Blessing you both sincerely, Alan. Oh, Alan, thank you so much. That was from our last caller.
Thank you, man.
Actually, to be completely honest with y'all, can we get some W's into chat for the last caller?
Yeah,
honestly, that was a really, really good caller. That really, really was. I think we actually had some decent conversation with that, which I think is absolutely awesome. So, you don't always get that. So, truthfully, W's in the chat for the caller to actually have a good real conversation with somebody is actually very, very nice. So we really appreciate that, like, truthfully. Can someone mute Selena? Actually, I'll just do it. Jesus Christ.
That was odd. I only read that one comment and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of over Selena over there. Mr. Wrinkle, thank you so much for the $5. At 100, there is no 125 option. So
you can select an amount, so
Frost King, thank you so much for the $2. I think you should put out Dave the Train Guy videos.
I mean, if he wants to,
I mean, I'm
sure,
down.
I guess.
I'm not against the idea.
Sure. Well, I will settle on 100 then, if that's all. If you're willing to send it, and you've already sent 10,
Is that
I will
for
settle on
Gene?
100.
Is that for Gene swimming, like hot tub videos?
I don't know. This is whatever. We're gonna look up MTG videos of her working out, and I'll send it to you.
SC said, Polly, Ari, I would like the guys' comments on Trump's recent trip to China, or your guys' comments on Trump's recent trip to China, especially the rumor and him selling out Taiwan. So I did see some rumors on that. I didn't see anything specifically. It was just he was asked like multiple times. Big T, thank you so much for the A Spark. Really appreciate that. Holy shit. W's in the chat for Big T for that. Huge W's in the chat for Big T for that. That is absolutely huge. That is absolutely so cool. I love that those Transformer ones. Those are so dope.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I agree.
Those are so dope. Those are so dope. Yeah, he was asked about Taiwan like 3 times and just refused to answer the question. I honestly couldn't tell whether he refused to answer the question or he was too dumb to answer the question.
Or he didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It was
it's insane.
So the other thing I was going to say about that too is that even now that he's out of China, it's still on our arm cell is still on hold. He still hasn't approved it.
Yeah. He's too dumb, doesn't hear, and also was ignoring it.
Yep.
Those are my comments. I really don't know. He's too stupid to be doing any of this. Mr. Wrinkle said MTG for 100.
Yes.
Right,
I confirmed that.
Well, the
You've
next
now
one is
sent
Mr. Wrinkle
115.
with the $100 super
Okay.
chat for
find him.
MTG pull-up videos. So, W's in the chat for Mr. Wrinkle for the $100 super chat. But
this is a whole thing.
we are gonna before we move on to the next call, and I have like 3 callers lined up. Okay.
Oh.
Before we move on to the next caller.
Oh my God, this is
We are watching MTG pull-up videos, because if you send a $100 super chat for MTG pull-up videos, guess what? You're getting MTG pull-up videos. I'm not.
Do you want? I'm asking you, Polly. Do you want from the Young Turks or do you want from New York Post?
Oh, I feel like the New York Post one is raunchier.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the New York Post one.
Let me just go to the.
First of all, Mr. Wrinkle, thank you so much for the $100 super chat. Like, we really, really, truly appreciate that more than you fucking know. Like, really, it's awesome. So thank you guys so much. I know we're gonna watch some horrible videos, but can we light this thing up with huge W's for Mr. Wrinkles for the $100 super chat?
I sent it to you directly
on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in it. So we light this thing up with W's for Mr. Wrinkles. I really, 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 really appreciate that. I don't see it on the.
I sent it to you.
Oh shoot! Sorry, I was on your channel, not on my bad. Oh goodness! All right, copy link. Are you excited?
No. I now need to
right
have Jasmine Crockett on repeat saying bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. You might have to mute it.
No, absolutely not. Oh, are you talking about for like copyright shit?
Yeah! Real pain, take the blazer off.
This is like comparing
this is
to
Mom Donnie going at it.
Yeah. It was a Mom Donnie comparison. And I thought
Oh, what's he lifting over there? What's Mom Donnie got underneath him? We got to get to the push-ups, the pull-ups. Let's go. Come on, Mom Donnie. Come on.
I feel like he's going to struggle because it's the New York Post.
Slide him up, slide him up, come on, slide him up. Yeah.
What's he lifting over there? I didn't see what was on the bar.
Easy money.
Not a lot.
1, 2, 3. Let's go. Yeah.
That's a what, a 135 bar? Okay, you okay. Those actually look like 35s on there.
Not a lot.
All right, you shouldn't have needed a spotter for that. I'm sorry.
No. That's what I
Mom
thought
Donnie,
this was funny. Like we can roast him. Like
you're look. I love your policies, but if you need a spotter for what look like 105, like come on.
Oh, here we go again. I don't, because this was like a
Come on,
2-minute
bro,
video.
get that weight up, dude. You know what I'm saying? Where's the pull-ups? He paid for pull-ups.
I'll find this. Hold on, I'll find this. Pull-ups.
Yeah, that wasn't any good. Anyways,
I have an IG
no,
post.
I thought it was 135s. Those didn't look like 45 plates. They looked like 35 plates. I think that was 105.
Oh no, definitely can't play this one. I can pull up her IG.
Okay.
No,
That looked like 105 to me, and I'm sorry. Like,
I don't
look,
even know if
I'm not saying everybody has to bench press everything. Okay, I'm not saying that. Okay.
Okay, so here's my opinion, right? Is that I feel like that wasn't even a spotter. It looked like that guy was actually lifting the bar for
the
him.
entire fucking thing for him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he was doing
100%.
all the work. Anyways, I
100%.
sent you her IG post.
Like, I mean, that was like 105, dude. Like, you should be able to lift that. Like, just being honest about it. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Wrinkle said that was no pull-ups. We got to get pull-ups.
I sent her direct IG post.
Okay, I see it down there. It was tucked underneath.
Yeah.
It was tucked underneath.
Listen, you got 2 videos, okay? 2 for the price of 1. Woohoo!
Okay, hold on. We got them. These are it. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Oh, and she's doing it like this.
Those are dead hangs. Those aren't easy. I'm not gonna lie.
Dang.
Those
Okay.
are dead hangs. Those aren't easy. Okay.
I won't ever do a pull up unless it's like I can have my my fingers
That's
facing.
not easy. Okay, like you can say whatever you want about MTG, but
She's doing better than Pete
That's
Hegseth.
not fucking easy. All right, I'm just saying if Mom Donnie can't do 105 without somebody pretty much lifting it for him, he probably also can't do 3 straight dead hang fucking pull-ups. Okay.
Like I said, she did better than freaking Pete Hegseth. So I guess that she should be qualified to be.
Didn't Pete
SecDef,
Hegseth
right?
threw up what, like well, I don't know if it was actually for real or not, but he threw up like what, a 315 one-time bench press. His video was a 315.
One-time bench press. That sounds accurate. I don't know.
I mean, if it was real, like, I mean, that's what was up. Okay, that's what he posted. Was
Cap. That's a lie.
Was a 315. 315 is a lot for a girl.
Whoa.
Sorry, I don't know if it was real or not. Like, I'll tell you right now, like I can't do 315. I can't do 315. I'll tell you that right now.
Wouldn't you know? I can't
in my
either.
life have I been able to? Yes, but like at 40, I don't even try that anymore. I could probably do like 265 maybe. Something like that.
I also can't do 315, so
That would be insane if you could. All right, we're gonna bring up Jake. Jake is 54. He is from Iowa. He is a Republican. And what's on your mind, Jake? How are you doing today?
How you doing, gang? Hey, interesting first-time listener. You piqued my interest. I wanted to call in. You've talked about the Middle East. You've talked about impeachment. You've talked several issues, which I think is fun. I think it's great. That's why we agree to disagree sometimes. What's your position on trans? I kind of think I know how you're gonna, which way you're gonna go on this, but
Yeah, easy,
you know,
not an
you.
issue. It's a fabricated issue by the Republican Party in order to fearmonger people.
I'm a gay white male, and I think trans.
I'm sorry, what?
Gender dysphoria.
Is he breaking up for you, or is
Like
it just me?
so bad, yeah.
Okay, it wasn't just me. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
You're
I didn't
breaking
ask
up.
you.
Like, yeah, like your reception
sorry.
shit, dude.
Is that better? Is that better? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that you guys have an interesting take on things, and
No, we heard you. You
Speaking
asked
from- speaking from
our issue on
experience-
trans, and we responded. So yeah, we heard up until your response to that.
oh, okay. So I thought you wanted a good conversation. Is that just you're just?
No, I was just letting you
go
know
on to
where
the
we
next
lost
one?
reception with you. That was all.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
I thought we were still in the trans issue.
I mean,
am
if you wanna
too,
move
but
to
I'm not
something
hearing-
else,
I'm
fine,
not
they
hearing anything
exist.
intelligent from your side of the table.
What's my side of the table where people eat?
I want
It's
the L,
insane.
the G, and the B to be separate from everything else out there. The TQ plus AIDW.
What is the
LGB.
hold on.
Thank you very
What is
much.
ARP.
yeah,
We
ARP. What does the
started
Q
this
stand for?
back
What is the
in
Q? What
my
does the Q stand
day,
for?
And
What
this
does
is
Q
the way that
Sir.
it's going to be,
Sir.
because we are tired
Pookie?
of the
Pookie pie.
extremists
Pookie pie.
from
Pookie
the
pie.
left side of the
Pookie
party
pie.
trying to
Pookie
take
pie.
over
What does Q stand for?
the agenda. And
Oh,
that's not going to
what's the
happen
agenda?
anymore,
What
because
is
there
going
are a
on?
lot of old queens out there, sweetheart, like me, that aren't going to allow it to happen
Why did I just get
anymore.
called sweetheart?
And you don't like it, and I'm sorry to hear that. But this is the
Huh?
way it's going to be. You Democrats and you liberals do nothing
Where?
but hate and throw stones.
Where?
It's what
I'm
you
sorry. Where
do.
is the
You
Democrat or
throw
the liberal in the room?
stones.
Where is the Democrat or the
throw
liberal in
stones.
the room?
You
Where is
have
the
been
Democrat?
espousing liberal ideology for
What
the
was
last
his name again?
35 minutes that I've listened to this show.
What is his name again?
My name is Jake.
Jake. Okay.
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, sir. It's not like on the screen or anything for me to look
I
at.
wish.
so
I wish. He's a little hottie. I'd love to have Jake from State Farm next to me in bed right now. Are you kidding me?
So what is the Q? What does the Q stand for in LGBTQIA plus?
The L is lesbian, the G is gay, and the B is bi, and that's the extent of it. You want to add on
What does Q stand
letters
for?
to
No. What
Guys,
does Q
you wanna
stand
add on extra
for?
Art, did
letters
you know that we added letters to it? Did you know that?
Apparently, that's
you
it.
and I
Close
added letters to it.
Added to the list. The
Yeah.
cat's out of the bag. He found us.
Yeah,
Oh
we did
no,
it.
we're caught.
We're the
What
culprits.
does Q
Yeah.
stand for?
I was actually just sitting at home thinking about which letter I'm going to add to it next.
What does
It
Q
doesn't
stand
matter,
for?
darling.
Jake.
It doesn't matter, darling. Because
I'm not
there's
your
lesbian,
darling.
gay, and bi.
Obviously, you've already
And
made
let
it
me
out that
tell
you're
you
gay,
something,
so I'm not your
sweetheart.
darling.
If you want to
What
have
does the
your
Q
own
stand for?
separate agenda and rights and
What does the
things that
Q
you
stand
think you're
for? In fact, let's try this.
then
What does
you
the
need to
A stand
start
for?
your own
What does A stand
program.
for? What does
You
A
understand
stand
that?
for? My goodness.
You
What
have
does the I
no
stand
concept.
for?
What are you,
It's like
25 years old?
he doesn't understand
What are
that
you,
he's in
26
fact
years
as a gay
old?
man or
Jesus
bisexual man,
rivers.
he is actually a queer man as well, because that's what the Q stands for. I stands for intersex because people can be intersex. They've existed
God.
forever.
Give me
A stands
Hey,
for
sweetie, I
asexual,
don't
which
care
again are
about
people that do
stuff.
not conform to gender norms or
I
gender
don't care about that
stereotypes, which is
stuff.
what the
You
L,
want
the
to
G,
do
and the
that,
B
you
all
start
stand for
your
in the same
own
way. You are
initiative
just
and program.
uneducated.
You don't
You're
sit
so
to pass it on to
uneducated.
somebody else. What don't you get about that? You don't do it.
What? That I'm bisexual and I'm also queer? Does that like what's your issue? You're the only one that has an issue with it.
You have no idea what's going on in this world.
Yeah, sure, okay. Okay, Grandpa. If that's the case, then he must be way older than me, right? Like, okay, Grandpa.
Because you think that's what it's meant for.
Okay, Grandpa.
It's not meant for that.
Okay, Grandpa.
Oh,
Well,
Grandpa.
I hope
now
your
I'm an old-
worldview
now
goes
I'm an
back to
old
when
and
you were a
sensitive
child
queen,
and
aren't
people
I?
like you
Yes,
were
I'm an
actually
old and
discriminated
sensitive queen.
against, and
You
if you got
Dems that
AIDS,
love
you wouldn't get
throwing your
treatment because
insults out
people
there.
wouldn't
That's all
touch
you're
you.
good for.
So I hope we go
That's
back to
all
your
you're good
worldview because
for.
you're such a hateful person.
Create your own identity.
You know what I
with
do
your
enjoy is
own
the fact that,
people.
like, through the
I
system
don't
that we're
need to
using right
have
now,
you
Polly, is that when I'm
sucking on
talking,
the
like,
lifeblood
my
of my
voice
people.
overpowers his and I can't hear him through my headphones. So I actually kind of like the system like that because I can't hear him when I talk.
You're not missing much. I
Well, I
promise you
can't
that
hear
much.
you either.
I can
So-
tell, and that's okay. I'm fine missing him because he's a hateful
Queenie
person
needs
that
a
apparently
Valium.
wants us to go back to when he was, I don't know, 10 years old, and gay people like himself couldn't even, well, actually, you still can't fucking donate blood in most places because, oh my God, you're gay and you have butt sex.
What's
I hope
crazy
you
to
like
me
being
is what's
discriminated
the sad part is that literally
not
the
even
same
relevant to the
terminology that
conversation,
he's
me giving
using
blood
to
or not.
discriminate against
But-
people of the LGBTQIA community is the same rhetoric that was used to discriminate against him.
Yes.
Right. And that's the sad part.
That's
Like
not
the
true.
same
That is not
rhetoric
true.
was the
That's
exact same rhetoric that was
False.
used against you because
False.
apparently you're 54 years old. So yes, it
False.
absolutely
False.
was. But you
False.
Just because you
But
say false
you-
doesn't make it true.
yeah, you can say false all you
False.
want. That doesn't mean fuck all to me, dude.
Can you
But
donate
what-
blood if you've
Of
had
course it
sex with
doesn't,
the
because
man
you're
in the
an
last
idiot.
8 months or 6 months, I believe it is? No, you
Say
can't.
that again, please. I missed you. What was that? You
Oh,
asked
I
me a
didn't
question?
need your response because I know the answer.
Well, I didn't hear the question, so I will stop talking to
It was
let you ask me
rhetorical,
the
so
Oh, well, okay, well, great. Well, then here's a rhetorical question for you. Get off of my acronym, all righty?
That's
wasn't
not a question.
That was a
Gonna be-
statement.
That's not a question at all.
There
Yeah.
are
doesn't know what-
so
he
many-
Yeah, that's
doesn't know
a
what a
dead
rhetorical question
statement.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
A
what's a
rhetorical
statement?
question is
What's
not
even
just
a
a
question?
statement that you happen to
God
fucking
God
say.
damn.
Yeah, what the fuck are you even talking
We
about,
don't
dude?
want to. We do
Sir,
not want to.
I
Get
don't know. This is gonna hurt your feelings. So I qualify under the L, the G, the B, and the Q.
Oh, good
And
for
you're
you, non-binary
you're so
piece of
afraid
shit.
of all of those other letters,
Congratulations.
right?
Go start your own acronym and do not latch onto my people because you're nothing
I
more than
am your
fucking
people, you
parasites.
dumb
You're
motherfucker.
parasites.
I don't know about that. I think this dude's on a.
Oh, you're right. I don't want to be associated with him, so I disagree. But I am a part of the community,
Yeah.
and I don't understand why you
He's
hate the other part of your
he's
community.
somewhere around like hates people that are like him type of community.
Yeah, he's a bigot. That's all it is.
Yeah. Oh, he ran.
Oh, that's good. He deserves to run. Like, I'm sorry, like that. Like, you, sir, are not welcome in my community. So
That's
leave.
what I like. Truly, what I hate more than anything is like you guys know this is fucking ladder pullers, dude. Ladder pullers are the fucking worst, right? And that doesn't change just because we're not talking about immigration, which is what we normally end up talking about in this situation, right? And then normally in this situation, we end up talking about ladder pullers, people that come over, use our immigration system, and then try to stop other people, right? But guess what? If you're gay and you hate trans people and you're trying to ban them, you're also a fucking ladder puller. Okay?
Well, the crazy part is he's like, get rid of everything after the B for bisexual. And it's like, sir, that means that you're hating on queer people, which, by the way, you're fucking queer. Like, queer is the umbrella. All right. Gay is the umbrella. Okay. It's the umbrella terms, right? And then you're hating on intersex, like those people don't exist. They've existed longer. They used to be a different term that started with an H that's now considered a slur. So, like, which wasn't even a medically accepted term anyways. So they've existed for a long time. I'm sorry you don't understand biology. And then A stands for people that are asexual. So it's like you're hating on them too, being a part of the community, which just means you stand outside of gender norms. Like that's the idea of that community.
Can y'all do me a favor and just put a bunch of snowflakes in the chat for that last caller? Like, I want to see a bunch of snowflakes in the chat for the last caller. Because like that was fucking ridiculous. Do you understand how long that guy was in my queue?
I would bet for 58 minutes.
You're probably pretty fucking close.
I know I'm good and I'm not even in it.
Yeah, you're
Like-
probably pretty fucking close. That dude sat in my queue for almost an hour to just crash out and act like a whole little bitch.
Just being a whole ass hypocrite and a hateful bigot. Like, I'm sorry, like, sir, you can't even give blood.
Hey, thank you, Vicky. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Like that, and I hate that law actually that people can't donate blood if they are gay.
Can y'all do me a favor? Can we just give a big W's in the chat for Vicky right now? Vicky has been screening calls most of the night. All right. Vicky has to leave soon, but that's okay. But can we get big W's in the chat for Vicky for screening calls? She's been on for the last almost 2 hours. Screening calls. So can we get huge W's in the chat for Vicky? Like really. Y'all have been here when I didn't have anybody screening calls, and y'all heard the craziness I had to hear. So give it up for Vicky. Give it up for all the people that are screening calls right now.
I'm pretty sure that 44-year-old, that first caller, called me, but the other day, and also was incapable of having a conversation. But I think he was like more angry because there wasn't a man on my show. So.
Oh God. So we have 2 other callers up. It's sad because the third caller in there with the note that's on there, feels like it should come next.
I'm not in there, so it's up to you. I'm liking
we'll roll
this
in order.
now that I'm liking this now that your podcast is released. I don't feel like I can say your real name.
Yeah, you can.
right.
Y'all make sure, sorry, while I have all you guys here, for anybody who wasn't here earlier, thank you so much for reminding me. First of all, y'all make sure you hit the follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Okay, help support the live, super chats, pay links in the bio, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Politics, or Mermaid RE0. That's right?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Just making sure I got it all right.
You did.
I got 2 of the traveling cars. I'm throwing out random gifts now. If you guys like support, I really appreciate that. If you guys listen to podcasts anywhere, okay, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Podcasts, if you listen to it anywhere, my podcast is active on all of those things, okay? They're active on all of them. The Politics podcast, which will be releasing its first episode June 5th, okay? Make sure that you go right now, wherever you're at, go right now. Follow that podcast. It is the Politics podcast. You will see my face on it. I look like this, but I'm in a black shirt. So go
like his
and check
profile
that out
picture, guys.
wherever you're at. Okay. We want as many followers as we can possibly get prior to it launching. Okay. Prior to it launching. So please follow it, be there, be ready for the new show. It will be absolutely awesome. I promise you I won't fuck it up too bad. Maybe a little at the start, but we're going to grow more independent media. All of the time you guys have spent supporting this live and continue to support this live, I'm telling you, it is going to good use where we are actually going to put out a podcast and we are going to actually be hitting the ground, doing real conversations with real people out there and bringing the podcast. I've already done interviews with, I believe, close to 8 different people running in the midterms.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. And so we are launching this thing full speed. Please make sure you follow it. We'll be doing weekly episodes coming up very, very soon. So I really, really appreciate you guys. I am going to play the trailer for it real quick because I am trying to promote the shit out of this thing because I really want to do it. So
It's insane.
So thank you guys so much. I'm going to play before we go to the next caller, I am going to play the trailer. So I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
My job is not to come to a common ground with anyone, because in order to come to a common ground, then I have to accept things that aren't factual. I have to take things that aren't factual, that have no basis in reality, that simply aren't true, and try to justify it in order where I make them true, which I refuse to do.
We've talked to the socialists, we've talked to the communists, we've talked to everyone out here.
It's been so much fun. You lowered your tax on one tiny itty bitty little tiny thing and then raised your taxes on every other fucking thing, and you're taking that as a win. You seem to conflate loving your country and loving your president. Welcome to the Politics Podcast. I'm Christopher Turner, where opinions are challenged and facts matter.
Yay!
Yay! So exciting. So exciting.
Your yay came across so loud that freaked me out. I'm so sorry. I jumped.
So thank you guys so much. Please go follow that wherever you watch your podcasts. Again, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever. Please hit that follow button on it. We really appreciate you guys. All right. Like, that is really awesome. And Ari has already done one of the interviews. She's already scheduled to be on one of the podcasts with me. And again, if y'all really support that, we're gonna keep pushing this forward. We want to do all the podcasts that we can do. Okay, so
yeah, he wants to make enough money that I can be a trad wife. So
100%. Okay, I've actually already ordered her the butter churner. Yep, and she actually already had the dresses. Funny enough, like the little House of the Prairie dresses. She brought those with her. I didn't even ask for those. But
that's a bold-faced lie. That last one. I don't care about the other one.
She does. She has like she has so many of them. Like I actually had to ask her if she was part of like FLDS, because she had so many like long dresses with like the big puffies on the shoulders too, and yeah, so
I'm just saying, like, guys, help out. Maybe
I
you'll
look
see more of me.
I'm not gonna lie about it. Okay, this podcast is being professionally produced. Okay, by a really awesome group of people who watch the show. Okay, who believe in a lot of the same things that we believe. Okay, and they are not fucking cheap. Okay, in the slightest. All right, they're awesome, but not fucking cheap. I just want to say, all of the support that you guys give is literally going directly into that to help build this podcast, to create real independent media that is not influenced by the public sphere, that is truly going to talk to real people, that it's asking real fucking questions, okay? That is holding real politicians' feet to the fire. Okay? That is what is actually happening, right?
Yeah, I mean, you had a very interesting conversation that I still can't wait to see how that how they what the finished product looks like. My bad, I can't.
Yeah. So don't, like, I'm just letting y'all know it is coming out. It's on its way, and your guys' continued support, your guys' continued, gifting, your guys' continued following, you guys continued all of the things that you guys do. You guys are the ones that are helping us be able to build this. So really, truthfully, to all of y'all, thank you guys so much. Truthfully, we really, truthfully, honestly mean that. It has been a ride. So truthfully, really appreciate all of you. W's in the chat for everyone who has helped support that. Really, that's what I want. W's in the chat for everybody who's helped support. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Really. All right. First of all, Big T, thank you so much for the travel cart. We really appreciate that. Too. Thank you so much. Really, honestly, this has been a ride that I don't think Ari or I ever thought would ever happen in this way. So it is absolutely huge. It is absolutely huge. We really appreciate that. Hello, how are you?
Hello. Can I just ask questions directly about like your specific ideology?
I'll give you 2 questions.
Okay. If you had to label yourself, what is it?
Progressive. Progressive with a little sprinkle of democratic socialism.
Me, progressive, secular, humanist.
I would also like to include
okay.
secular humanists on mine too.
I know you forget about that, but so that's why I added that in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I want 2 more though. Can I get 2 more?
Well, I'll give you one more, and then we'll see if I give you a second one. How about that?
Okay. Do you like Hassan?
Hassan Piker?
Yeah. You guys
Hassan
Hassan
Piker
Abidin?
holds a very important role in what he does. Can I put it that way? I don't
Sure,
watch his show like consistently or anything like that. I think Hassan Piker is just the perfect person to just piss off Fox News consistently. And I think that you know what I'm saying? And
That's
I
true,
think
I kinda
that
get it.
role as just someone to just piss off. Oh no. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh sweet.
I'm still here.
No, I was actually looking at Ari.
Are you talking about Ari?
Yeah. So I think that is what his role is. His role is simply just to piss off fucking Fox News, and I think with that, I think it's really, really great.
Okay. And then who do you guys want the Democratic candidate to be in 2028?
Who do I want it to be?
Is AOC good enough, basically?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
Now, I'm a Tucker Carlson, Thomas Massey type of Republican. If that makes sense.
Those are two different types of Republicans.
Well, I don't like debt, and I don't like Israel, and I think Israel's not a real country, and they're a terrorist organization.
Sounds like you're a Nick Fuentes Republican.
Oh no, he's a misogynist. He hates women.
Dude,
So,
I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm
and-
really not trying to be a dick, but it sounds like you are coming through the worst microphone that's ever existed on the face of the planet.
Oh, it's because I'm on speaker. Okay, I fixed.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Fuck.
What? Did I fix it?
No, I fucked up.
Dang, man.
No, you're good.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes.
You're good. I just fucked up.
Yeah. I door knock for candidates every once in a while. Not every once in a while. That's like my job. Get paid like $4K a month.
You get paid $4K a month to door knock for candidates?
Knock on doors. Yeah.
Okay, which candidates do you knock on?
Knock for. I recently just started this, but Brandon Herrera, the gun guy, quote unquote. Yeah, that's who I've recently been doing it for. I'm gonna get stationed to another state soon, but I don't know where.
Hello,
Gotcha.
we're back. I hear again now.
Yeah. I like guns,
Yep, I heard that.
and I don't like background checks.
Can you hear me?
Want to debate background checks? I don't know. Am I just like too boring? Like, is it because I'm like not a crazy?
No, she just asked you a question. I was trying to figure out if you heard her or not.
Oh, I can't hear her at all. I cannot hear her at all.
See something, Ari?
Yeah, still can't hear her.
God, it's so stupid. I hate this fucking thing so fucking goddamn much, bro.
I think that might have been why I don't know.
Say something,
My
Ari.
fault.
I hear him.
Can everyone else hear her?
Baby's breath.
TikTok can hear you.
Is the echo gone?
Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it.
Nah, TikTok said echo was gone.
Oh, echo's gone?
I hear her again.
Okay. That was 100% on me. I was trying to reduce my my computer load, and I accidentally clicked off a video.
Oh,
I'm surprised you stayed on here.
Me?
Uh-huh.
I
You never
just-
left the screen, even though I closed out a video.
Oh, okay. I just it's okay. I don't know how it stayed. I don't know how it processed, but I was whispering, guys, because if it was gonna echo, I'd rather it not be loud than it should be. You know.
I don't really hear the echo anymore. I heard it for a
No.
second, but now it's gone.
I know, but I was trying to save everyone else's
Yeah.
ears in case there was, so I thought a whisper would be easier. Get some
Yeah.
ASMR.
All right. Well, hey man, I'm gonna drop you because I'm falling asleep listening to you. So have a good one. Anyways,
I don't know how his mic was clipping so bad.
it was like really bad.
It actually worked out very well for my ears when I could no longer hear him because I'm like, oh, good, no more crackle.
Yeah, it was definitely it was loud.
Yeah.
It was very loud. I didn't really understand what was going on there. But hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, it was really bad. It was like all crackly and
Snap, crackle, pop.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Ooh.
Thank you so much, Big T. I really
Pretty.
appreciate that. I really
There.
appreciate that. Big difference in the chat for Big T for actually clearing out both of those things on the live gift goal. So thank you guys so much. Y'all, I think it's about time we end.
Real quick, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you show them the Octocutie with the tattoo gun?
Absolutely. It's right here.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. I love it. I'm sorry. I bought it and I ended up I bought it for myself and I ended up getting it and I was like, you know what? It fits his style better than mine.
It's because I'm black. That's why she thought that.
No.
She was like black with tattoos. She was like, that fits.
Oh my
fuck!
fuck. I have more tattoos than you. You're the worst person because you're like over here trying to get me canceled in some way by lying on me.
Wow, Ari. Wow. Wow.
That's just rude. See,
wow.
look, I'm about to like, no.
Wow. I can't
No,
believe
that's
you would say
horrible.
that about me, babe. I can't.
You said it about yourself. This one's more me. All the books.
I don't know, because I can't help myself. Okay, don't worry about me. All right.
It's so rude.
The Octocuties are cute. The Octocuties are cute.
They're so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Handmade by a lady in South Florida.
Yeah. But all right, I need to get off live because I
agree.
need
That's
to
why
go
I just wanted to
sleep.
show this. I also want to
haven't slept
sleep.
well.
I also want to sleep. I also didn't sleep well. So
I also
that's
got to
why
be back on live tomorrow at least once.
cry harder. You did it to yourself. Anyways.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
so sorry. I'm trying to represent the people by doing independent media. My
I
total
wasn't even talking about that.
apologize.
What?
P.O., thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said the bench press was not real. I saw analysis of it, and the rack didn't even move, even though it wasn't even secured to the ground. Yeah, I don't believe that dude repped 315. I don't believe it at all. I just don't. Like, I'm not saying that like people his size can't rep 315. I just don't believe it. Sorry. Betty, thank you so much for the $2. Said caller wants to be one of the good ones. Yeah, 100%. Dax and 77, or Dax, thank you so much for the gift. 77, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Said really look forward to your new podcast. I really appreciate that. Please make sure you all follow it. Really, I really do. Like, I really appreciate that. I am putting a lot of stock into it, so I hope it's really good for y'all.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
like you guys are the reason why he's able to do this and the reason why we're able to continue to push. And he's able to expand and we're able to move it forward.
Yeah, 100%. 1000%. 1000%. Well said, Ari. Melvin, thank you so much for the $10 set. I initially thought that the LGBTQIA plus rant was insane until I thought about it. It's no different than listening to two Byron, Donald, and Clarence Thomas selling out their souls. 100%. They do sell out. There's especially Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas is literally the definition of Uncle Tom. He is a sad, pathetic human being. Cannot stand him. Thank you so much, Melvin. Scott, thank you so much for the $5. Said, Ari, you should go by the name of Esther. Then you two will be polyester.
No, we're all already Polaris.
Polyester would be really good. Also,
No.
Esther would go really good with all your trad wife dresses that you have. So that you already own and brought with you for some reason, which I don't understand. Like, I don't know why you would do that. I'm not that type of guy, but it would go really well with those dresses. So
They go well at all of the funerals
yeah.
of my dead husbands.
Thank you so much, Scott. Strange, thank you so much for the sunshine. We're going to sleep. I love y'all. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back on tomorrow. We'll be back on tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.